Mr. I would probably go for like the leaves.
Welcome everyone.
I
Give
did.
me one moment. We're just getting everything set up here. Just go ahead and do this. Just got to get everybody set up.
I do need one more noble oath to max enhance 30.
All right. Yo, what's up, Kuzler? All right, you guys in chat, you can talk and make sure you're all coming through, right?
All right.
All right, say something.
Hello.
Hello.
Dingo.
All right, Renee Kuzler, can you verify that you're hearing everybody in the call just fine?
Hey, Kuz.
Block.
Oh, he's
I get everyone.
the stream's a little bit behind. Unless that's supposed to be like that.
All right, you hear everybody pretty good, Kuzler? Yo, what's up, Jorge? You're hearing everyone just fine. All right, thanks, Renee. I just wanted to make sure. Thanks so much. So, guys, basically today's video, what we're doing is we're just going to kind of talk about the state of the game, talk about what we want to see in the future. Are we still enjoying the game? What you guys are enjoying about it? What you'd like to see changed? Basically all that good stuff. And I'm going to be doing just some Wyvern 10 in the background because I'm too much of a scrub to do the new Hunt 10, sadly. I don't have an AoE unit. Rip. Come back to Duel Links 5.5. Just kidding. I can never master. Not until Duel Links 2.0 comes out.
Yep, they gotta basically make a new Duel Links game for us to come
I hope
back.
you pull Gunther. Lol. I already have Gunther. I have pretty much most of the 3 stars. I can't do any pulls right now anyway, but yep.
Don't you have the 190 whatever it is?
No, I already used those, and we got 3 stars.
Ooh.
As I usually tend to get. Now, if we get 10 bookmarks during some hunts during the video, I can do one more pull. Maybe we'll get lucky and get Dingo or Aramintha, but yeah, I doubt it.
Dingo.
I doubt it.
Yep. Yo, we need.
Used
we
up all my
need
mystic
those,
summons. No good luck here either. Ah, rip, Renee. That sucks. Yeah, it's been pretty bad luck for a lot of people today. So, anyways, let's get into the discussion. All right, so what are some of the things that are keeping you still playing the game right now? Like, that's what I want to hear from some of you. Let's talk about that first. What are some of the things that you guys are still enjoying about Epic 7 as it is right now?
Well,
Got
basically,
nothing
I
else
know
better to do.
good graphics keeps me playing. Good animation, and you know, just playing overall is like everything about the game is good. But you know, but every game has their flaws. So the games just look good to me, and it just keeps me playing. Problem is we all know the problems.
I want Mickey Mouse collaboration. I'm serious. That's the only thing that would make me come back. Wow. A Mickey Mouse collaboration. That's funny. I'm only waiting for Karik, and when I get him, I can quit. Dang, Fedez. So far we've heard from JR here that some of the things that are keeping him going is the graphics, the animation, basically the artwork. Is there anything else that's really keeping you guys wanting to play Epic 7, or is it just solely, basically, at this moment, the animation and graphics?
Yeah, but
What's up,
and
Easy?
another thing, sorry. There's nothing else ready to play right now. That is to my liking, I should say.
Except for Looney Tunes.
Maybe new units when you get them.
Oh yeah, the new units.
Of course, the new units.
You units when you get them?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not a bad... That's actually a really good helmet for a Soul Weaver.
Give me one of those.
Yeah, that is very good. Got effectiveness, health, and defense. Not too shabby. Let's keep going. I'm gonna have to.
Let's hope those rolls roll
But
into
it doesn't have
tokens now.
speed. It's my concern.
Hey man, it could have speed.
Yeah, it could.
I really
That's
like
why-
the side
That's a pretty
stories.
decent helmet.
I really like the side stories that the developers have been doing. Stamina and gold is an issue, but the developers have been making small quality of changes.
Yeah.
Things have been improving, I see. The storyline is pretty
Yeah.
good too, although it seems that it's
Love the
very repetitive.
storyline.
That is my opinion. This game looks pretty cool,
Yeah,
but very
it's-
repetitive.
the-
Yep, indeed it is.
Yeah, the advance is it's a copy and paste over, but it's like the story behind certain characters is pretty good. Like that's what keeps like that Bologna storyline that makes me want to pull for Lona. Like me wanted to have Lona in my roster is because her background story is so amazing, you know, and things like that really keeps me in the game as well. I just want to see a story for what's his name? I gotta get back to you on that, Josh.
All right, so some of the things that we've heard so far from some of you in the chat and here on call. And by the way, if you guys want to join us in the call, if you're a member of our Discord, and if you're not, it's in the description below. You can jump into our call lounge right now and join the discussion. It's an open format tonight. We're going to be doing this for about an hour. So if you guys want to hop in, be sure to go ahead and do so. But so far, we've talked about – sorry to cut you off, Jared. Hold on. So basically, so far, we've talked about what's keeping you playing the game. We've got the side story so far, the story dialogue, the story itself. The art and animation, obviously, is one of the best probably in gotchas right now. Cannot argue any of that. So now that we got like a pretty good basis of what's keeping you playing, what are some of the things now, like the issues that you may not have noticed when you first started playing that you're noticing now that are kind of keeping you on the fence to continue playing in the future, or making you possibly think about quitting, or things that you just would love to see changed for the better of the game long term?
Well,
And I'm sure there's a lot of things. So
More ways to get Mologoras and Mologora goes.
well.
oh, JR,
first
Easy
thing
gave you a
is,
shout out.
Oh, hey, yo, Easy. I'm still here, my boy. I'm still here, thugging it out with Josh as usual. But what keeps me with the problem is I'm having like we all have, I should say, is the stamina.
Mhm.
Like if we are mid game, you don't even have to be end game. If you mid game and you farming for like good gear for a certain unit, doesn't care what unit you put. You could take a 3-star and make them to a 6-star. If you get tier 85 gear and you just keep farming those and you get those, that unit is gonna be a good unit regardless of what it can do. So it's like me not being able to have stamina and I gotta keep buying the leaf pack, which is $30 by the way, and it goes so quickly because the side events we have in this game, it gives you leaves, but those leaves they give you one at a time and you gotta push those right back into the event because they want you to do missions like defeat 500 minions, defeat 1,000 minions overall for one silver transmit stone, with which isn't even worth one whole entire leaves. So that is ridiculous. Like they need to get a reality check on that and fix that. Period. And it's like the Mologoras, like we need to have a system where we could actually switch around our Mologoras, because if you don't want us to do it with the gear, at least let us do it with the Mologoras, because we have to test these units in order to know if they're good or not in Vibrant. We don't want to build up a unit and then it isn't good in certain hunts. That's ridiculous. So they really have to fix those things.
Yes, Fort, you can join us on the call in Discord. So Chrono says the overabundance of RNG when getting gear for the few characters that you pull. Handra says the new hunt is useless. FedEx says stamina, energy, and Mulligore, and also I love if they made that imprint thing retroactive. I fed SS Rose to Moonlight Rose like 2 months ago without knowing what I was doing. Renee says, like I mentioned, gold and stamina wood is an issue. If they could increase the gold or remove gear removal costs, it would move in the right direction. With the new hunt, the speed meta is out soon. I want the summoning to stop dicking me, says Kuzler. Valid point, Kuzler. Not really, but we throw it in there. I haven't pulled Charles or his artifact yet, and I have pulled 3 Clarissa, 1 Angelica, 1 Sigrid, and a bunch of fortified artifacts. It's so frustrating. Yeah, so in any gacha game, when you're pulling for a unit and you don't get it, it's always going to be frustrating because it's always a gamble. It's always a long shot when you go in on these gachas if they don't have any kind of pity system or some kind of system in place that can offer you some kind of reward back for what you've put in. And sadly for Epic 7, the only real pity system that we have is if you summon 120 times, you can do a Moonlight Summon. And a Moonlight Summon could also shaft you because of the 3 stars in there. You could pull a dupe that you may not need. So it's like there's not really a true reward system in place in this game for summoning outside of the limited banner. But even the limited banner, as much hype as people give them, what some people don't realize is you still have to pull with 600 bookmarks to guarantee to get that limited character. So for some people, 600 bookmarks is a lot to invest in. And you're asking your player base a lot of commitment to not waste any of their bookmarks for several months to guarantee to get that limited banner. Especially when there's a lot of new, like the new hunt, for example, which really wants you to have an AoE unit. And me personally, I don't have one I can run. So I'm kind of screwed because I didn't pull a Bologna. Maybe if I invest more in Analytica, she can do it. I don't know. But it's just things like that, situations that you can find yourself in where you need a unit and you can't wait for a few months to wait for a limited banner. Or maybe you're not really enjoying the game because you're saving so much because you're afraid you're going to get shafted that you're not able to play the game like you normally would because you're waiting for the limited banner. And I think that all falls on Smilegate's responsibility to do something a little bit more with their summoning mechanic. Like, give us a guaranteed 4-star every 10 pulls. I don't see any issue with that. That does not seem like any issue at all. If anything, that would make more people want to spend money because they're able to summon more because they know that at the very least, after 10 pulls, they're going to get at least a 4-star. And a 4-star in this game is massive because it can do a few things for you. You can turn that 4-star in and get silver transmit stones and gold. You could use that 4-star towards fodder and making a 6-star unit, which saves a lot of time. Or if it's a good 4-star like Sid or Angelica, for example, you could throw that on your main team or even in PvP as your secondary team and help you get through tough content and help you get other rewards to keep you enjoying the game. So definitely doing something like that would really increase the longevity of the game in the long run and really open the game up to more players because more players are going to be more willing to spend money, which helps the company make more money, and it helps keep the player base happy. So it's a win-win situation. Nobody can lose in that deal. But I don't know if Smilegate is at that mindset yet. I don't know if they're trying to just get to the point where they're going to milk the player base until they are forced, like to where we like force their hand to do something, or what. I have no idea what their intentions are. Outside of the interview that they did the other day, which they came off quite greedy in that interview. I'm not going to lie, but I don't know. That was just one employee, so who knows what the main structure of the company is and what their game plan is. But yeah, the gold and stamina are definitely probably the biggest issue outside of everything else. I think the gold issue could be corrected with the stamina issue. So I think really you can't say there are two problems there. There's only really one. Stamina. You fix the stamina problem, you fix the gold problem in doing so. Another thing that they could do is actually add a co-op system. I mean, it's 2019. It's a social game. It's online. It's got beautiful graphics and animation. Why not expand on that and do what almost every other game on the planet's doing right now and add co-op or some kind of multiplayer, system that's not just me fighting AI all day. And even in PvP, that's what you're doing. You're fighting AI. You're not even fighting real players. So if they would add some kind of co-op, maybe to a raid, like a co-op guild raid or a world boss that a lot of us can jump in, or some kind of co-op abyss or hunts or whatever that they want to implement co-op on, I feel like that's a big step forward, especially if they add co-op and story mode. Because if you can
Yep.
sit there and have 3 other players control their individual characters, and we can share that stamina 4 different ways, or 5 or 6 or 7, however many friends you have that are active during the day that are willing to play with you, if they each host the room and you join and you're all sharing stamina, you're able to farm 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times more than you normally would, which is allowing you to get more gold, more rewards. Obviously,
Yep.
you're not going to be able to make fodder doing that. You'd have to pretty much do that on your own personal time, since you can't really bring fodder in. And that also brings me to another point. Do something about this 6-star in characters. This got to be one of the worst systems I've ever seen in a gacha for making a character a 6-star. And a lot of things that people like to reference from this game is usually referenced first from Summoner's War. Everybody always wants to put this game and Summoner's War next to each other and compare and contrast and take notes and whatever. And if you put the games together, they're very similar from top to bottom, except, of course, Epic 7 has better artwork. However, Summoner's War has better gameplay. And it comes down to what's more important, gameplay or artwork. If the artwork looks beautiful, is it enough to keep you around through all the other tilty things that they're doing throughout the gameplay? Or is gameplay take priority over the artwork because you're actually enjoying the game, even if it doesn't look as aesthetically pleasing? So there's a lot of things to take in between the two differences there. But Summoner's War, to compare and contrast right now, Summoner's War does have some semblance of co-op. They have a better stamina system. Their gear system is pretty similar, but not quite as heavy on the RNG with all the layers. And you only need to have gold to level up. Granted, I think it costs like 2 million gold to level up a high-tier gear, compared to like 1.1 million gold in Epic 7. However, you don't need any charms, which you got to spend resources on, and you don't need any equipment, which you have to spend a lot of stamina on farming up. You only need the gold. So that's a big thing there that I think, because I feel like Epic 7 wants to be Summoner's War, but better. So in doing so, I think they need to take all the good things from Summoner's War and make it better. Because that's, from what I can gather from what everyone's telling me and from what we're reading and what Smilegate's coming across as, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to make a better Summoner's War. But the problem is, some of the things that they've taken from Summoner's War and they put in Epic 7, they kind of did like a half-assed job, or they tried to do it, but they actually made it worse than it really originally was. So hopefully they can go through and make some of those necessary changes that we really, really need. Oh, sweet. Critical hit damage. Nice. That flat attack, though, but whatever. But, yeah, that's just some of the things that I feel like they could definitely improve upon. Quality of life changes is mostly what Epic 7 needs. I mean, at the end of the day, it's literally just quality of life changes. They don't really need to make big changes with the actual way the game is played. They just need to do something about stamina, do something about maybe allowing us to run multiple Mega Phantasms and Gigas at the same time instead of just making us run one.
But the thing,
something like that.
But the thing is, what I spoke about earlier is like they could easily fix this goal problem. Like if you don't want us to, this is how you know, like the game is really really unbalanced when it comes to goal. If you don't want us to like remove equipment for free, and you want us to remove equipment at a cost. Now when we go inside the Orbis and we start crafting equipment, it's like, okay, we gotta buy the equipment. We're not gonna keep it, most definitely. So if you're gonna let us, it would make more sense to let us enhance our gear with that equipment without charging us any gold, because it doesn't make sense for the company to have a bad equipment and they want you to sell it or use it for enhancement. It's either you let us sell it and half the price we paid to craft it, or you just give us free charge on throwing it into a gear that we using to enhance our gear, the plus 15 at the however you decide to do it. Because basically we have to go through 4 different walls of RNG. We gotta search for good substat, search for good main stat percentage, and then on top of that, you gotta get good rolls on the substat. And
it might not even be the type of gear you want. You might be looking for a speed set, or a crit set, or a unity set, or something like that, and you're not gonna get it because it's all RNG. And then with that RNG comes more RNG for the rolling, and then on top of that, we gotta feed it in or upgrade it. So it's like it's super ridiculous. Like just let us enhance our gear for free without any cost.
So we got some of the chat here, and yes, we completely need to get rid of that gear gold to unequipped gear. It's just ridiculous at this point. Let's see here. Tons of gacha games don't have any pity system in their summoning, and those games have lasted for years. What games are you referring to, Animal? Because right now, Fate Grand Order has a pity system. Bleach Brave Souls has a pity system. Both the One Piece games. There's also a step-by-step system in, I believe, both the Naruto games, especially Naruto Blazing. I know Dokkan Battle has a pity system. Every multi, you get an SSR now, which was very nice for those players. What is it? I think, what else? What other games off the top of my head right now? There's just so many.
Like Destiny Knights.
Yeah, Destiny Knights. Yeah, Dragalia
Pity
Lost.
system is probably the best because theirs was a guaranteed 5-star, and all their 5 stars were relevant.
Dragalia Lost even has a pity system.
systems in Opera Omnia.
Opera Omnia has a pity system. So all these games that are like even Brave Exvius, I believe, also has a pity system. So most of these very prominent gacha games all have a pity system of some sort.
We do. It's just only for limited characters.
Hmm?
We do, but it's only for limited time characters. Like
Duel
Luna.
Links technically has a petty system.
Yeah, Duel Links has a pity system because you're guaranteed to get everything you want as long as you go in hard enough. So yeah, it's got a built-in pity system.
I think if we did a guaranteed 4-star hero every 10 summons, that would severely help out people. Even if you're not guaranteed 5 stars, just because the amount of 4 stars that are relevant in this game compared to a lot of other gacha games is pretty insane. If you look at units like Karen, Angelica, Sid, units like that are very meta-defining. I mean, you even talked earlier about Terror, and he's only a 3-star, and we all know about like Elson and Axe God and all those characters that were crazy good.
But yeah, like if they want to fix certain things in the game, the best way to start, like we all know how greedy Smart Gates is with this game, so it'd be in their best interest and our best interest for them to add, like you said, Josh, the monthly pack, how we get like the 70 energy and the 30 sky stones or whatever. They need to add a monthly pack where we could remove gear for free every day within like every 12 hours or so, because they would make money and fix the gold problem. It would make more sense to do something like that, because we all know they're not gonna, if they decide to move the cost of equipment, removing equipment off your unit, it gotta come with a price. So it would be
like I said, like I had an idea. I mean, because this game's obviously not trying to be free-to-play friendly. I do not see any signs of Smilegate trying to cater to free-to-play players. I just do not see it any which way. I think if they want to cater to players that are willing to spend some money, that's fine. Then they pretty much need to come out and say, hey, we're looking for a casual spending market, which is fine. If that's the way they want to be, that's great. But if you want to reach a casual and a whale market, you need to make the prices of things more reasonable, because what you're doing is, instead of turning your free-to-play players into possibly spending some money on the game, you're just turning them away completely. You need to find a balance with sales, with pricing, with rewards for what you're spending money on. Yeah, because right now, outside of the Leaf packs, really no other pack is really worth a damn. Even if people still spend money on it, it doesn't mean it's worth it.
The whales have a problem with that.
$30 to $50 packs for everything is looking pretty outrageous.
Yeah, everything is like behind a huge paywall of like $30, $40, $50, $100, and it's not going to work long term, because eventually the whales are going to get tired of it, and then when the whales get tired of it, there's nothing left. because that's it. Because even if people have a lot of money to spend, it's not going to be like they have all that money to spend forever. Because as soon as a game comes out that's similar to Epic 7 in art style and animation but has better gameplay, they're going to jump ship. And that's what's going to happen. And we can't sit here and expect Epic 7 to just have these great graphics and nobody else to have great graphics, because that's just not going to work. Game companies are going to come out with new games every 6 months, every year, and eventually there's going to be competition. And if that competition has decent gameplay and has very competitive pricing, that's it. Epic 7's done. And I know a lot of people are going to get triggered hearing that. You know, it's your favorite game, whatever. But, I mean, hey, I played Duel Links for over 2 years, and I even had to say enough was enough. It just happens.
Even if the whales bail out, it's like they still having problems with the game, because is when you have to pay and keep paying just to play the game, it's gonna push a lot of players away, because at the end of the day, you want to encourage people to keep playing the game. So if as a casual player, like, okay, if I'm Sammy Pay to Win, as a Sammy Pay to Win player, sorry, why should I keep paying money to just keep playing the game? I know everybody wants to progress, but like that doesn't make any sense. It's like, what if most of your player base is free to play? Then you're now pushing all of them away because they don't have any money or the funds to keep buying leaves or the sky. Because when you mid game, like Sky Stones becomes a problem. You don't get those stuff for free anymore. Like that becomes a problem for them. And if they can't play the game and they only can log in and do daily summons and requests for catalyst, then they done with the game. And the refreshes on the free stamina is too long. Like 10 hours just to get a full refresh of 130 if you're rank 60. It's ridiculous.
Pseudo brought up a very good point. He brought up a very good point. Or he or she, I do apologize, Pseudo. But basically what Pseudo is saying is it's not fun when the game is behind such a paywall that you're paying $10 to $15 a day just to play for a couple hours, because that is how bad the stamina hit is in this game.
Yep, you're pushing the players away.
So, because here's the problem. Here's the big issue with using stones for stamina in a game like this, because generally in a gacha game, the point of the game is to pull for new characters and use those new characters, and that's just what a gacha is. That's just what a gacha has been since day one. It's a character collector game. That's what a gacha is. Some of them are, they give you characters for free and you collect equipment instead. But at the end of the day, the point still remains. You're collecting stuff that's new so you can use it. In this game, they punish you for trying to collect new units by making it very difficult to build each unit up, to make them playable, by making specific game modes that requires you to have these character team comps that you can't build, because instead you're using all your stones for stamina instead of for summoning. So it's like you have to play linear one way or another. Do you want to go in and be a hardcore whale and summon a lot? Or do you want to play as a free-to-play and use every stone that you get for stamina to keep trying to progress with whatever units you do have? Or you can try to play on both sides, but it's going to be very difficult. And if you're free-to-play, you can't do both. It's not going to happen. You can't summon hard and you can't play hard free-to-play. You got to do one or the other.
Like the stamina problem in this game is so big of an issue. Some people had to make 3 and 4 different accounts just to keep playing the game. Like that I mean, it sounds like it don't make sense, but like when you don't really have anything else out there to play, it's like, okay, I logged in, I don't have any energy, I'm not ready to whale out to buy more of these packs. So what you're gonna do? You're gonna make another Epic 7 account and try to grind it out, farm it up, just so you could like make smarter decisions. And even that didn't even work, because eventually it's gonna happen. The same thing is gonna happen with your face out. So it doesn't make any sense.
Okay, Animal. So to your point, you claim that players could get up to 10-10 with only 2-star monsters, and you could clear all the most content in the game with 3 stars. Okay, maybe you can. But here's the problem. Would you enjoy a game that I had to tell you, hey, Animal, why don't you just play the game with the free-to-play 2 and 3 stars only? Never summon a character and use all your stones for stamina. Does that sound like an enjoyable game to you? Does that sound like a rewarding experience?
And just for the record, Animal,
Because it doesn't.
Those 2-star, what that person did in the video when he beat it 10-10 with, they nerfed those characters. They nerfed those units. So you cannot even do that, even if you wanted to, in this day and time. Because when Smartgate watches these YouTube videos and they look at everything, and if they see you could progress through the game with being fully free to play without spending anything, that's going to be a problem for them, because what they're going to do now is then nerf those units, and that's something we don't want. And that's another thing that's going to push players away from the game, because when C-Dom was hitting for over 100k, and Smartgate saw that, and people was beating bosses very easily, they went and they nerfed the shit out of her. Like, they didn't nerf her, they like actually fixed it.
They fixed the bug that allowed her to keep stacking on her S3.
So when they see things like that, it's still they making the game difficult for other players to play. So basically, they telling you, hey, only so far you could go in this game, and then you got to start spending money. So good luck with that.
Well, a big issue with Hunt. So Smilegate has a little bit of a track record now for Epic 7, where they like to fix certain things by giving you something, but they also like to take away at the same time. So we're kind of in a stop, go situation where we're going a step forward, a step back. Even sometimes we're going 2 steps back and 1 step forward, because the new Hunt system, I will give them, the new gear system is great. I gave them kudos for that. I talked about that in my patch note video. I said good job on the new gear. I was excited about that. That was a step in the right direction. But that came after they completely screwed us over with the new Hunt system. At first glance, you think the new Hunt system is good, but it's really not, because the stamina cost for Hunt is so extreme. You could literally go 12 hours, let your stamina recharge back to max, come into the game, do your dailies, and do 3 or 4 hunts on Hunt 10 or 11, and you're done for the day. And that's if you don't use any of your Sky Stones or Leafs or anything like that, if you even have Leafs. So you're literally coming into the game that wants you to play for 12 hours a day to keep progressing, but only giving you enough resources to play for about 20-30 minutes. That is what a lot of people are just completely just coming to terms with, and it's not a good thing. It's just not a good. When a game is grind heavy and they don't let you grind, it becomes an issue. Now, some people out there, a select few group, they may say, you know what, playing for 20-30 minutes a day, that's not bad. But here's what's going to happen, and this is what Smilegate needs to understand from a player perspective. If I'm playing a game that's only rewarding me enough time to play for about 30 minutes a day, and then I go jump on another game because I have all this other time throughout the day to play something else because I can't play Epic 7 because I'm waiting for my energy to recharge, what's going to happen after a while, guys? You're going to go play the other game, and then you're going to play it a little bit more, and then you're going to play it a little bit more, and you're going to be coming back to Epic 7 less and less and less until you finally just decide Epic 7 is no longer worth your time because these other games are giving you enough energy to completely play as long as you want, so you're enjoying yourself a lot more. RNG is one thing, being shafted is one thing, all this equipment, gold, stamina, all this stuff is all problems, all valid points. But a lot of it would be fixed if they just allowed us to farm more. Everything there's too much time-gated events in this game, like the challenge events that have a low drop rate for the new catalyst that you have to get in a certain amount of time, but it costs a crap load of stamina. How do they expect players to take advantage of that? And then you have the side stories that I know some of you said that you enjoyed. They are also time-gated, where you have like 7 days, 14 days to complete it, but they also require 3,000, 4,000 stamina to get everything you need. And in a game, we're only getting 200-300 stamina a day. And again, this is not using Sky Stones or Leafs. You're not going to be able to get half those things that you want to get in a timely manner because, well, they don't give you enough resources to do it. So you're very limited.
I feel like they should lower the cost on some of these game modes for energy, or just take out energy completely for certain like say alter. Like why should we pay energy? Why should we use energy to just play alter to
Yes,
set
creator, you
the
can join our
cover
Discord.
the special
It's in the description below.
to do a skill tree to enhance the skill tree? It's like okay, you could lower the cost and reduce the some of the problems the game having with stamina, or you could just remove it completely. And the same thing with story is like okay, I spend eight energy and I want to farm for catalyst. Like okay, why should I wait 2 weeks for an event to get a certain epic catalyst that I want a 6-star awaken my character with? That doesn't make any sense when I could go in story and do the same thing. So you trying to tell me I get in 4,000 gold for 10 energy wasted farming for catalyst while fodder grinding? That doesn't make any sense. It's like the best way you could fodder grind and get like good amount of gold is when an event come around, and it shouldn't be like that because you kind of pushing your players away from trying to farm inside story, which is where all the epic catalysts are. What you really need, like up the rate on those, because I went 800 energy and I didn't get one epic catalyst, and that's ridiculous. When I need 10 to 6-star awaken or 12 to like enhance my character skills with Mologoras, it's stupid. So
So
they need the rates or give you more gold.
let's talk about two things here that can really kind of dive into the underbelly of the problems with this game. All right, let's talk about two things. Let's talk about two words in general. All right, let's talk about cost and let's talk about layers. And this game has a lot of both. All right. So somebody just brought up a good point. I kind of touched on it a little bit a few minutes ago, but let's go back into it. So who was it? I want to give them credit, of course, for bringing it up. Okay. Joe Amara, hopefully I said your name right. So Joe Amara said that the new free-to-play catalyst that's supposed to be meant for free-to-play, to get it for free, you know, whatever. To get that catalyst, you have to farm, you know, normal hell raid, or I'm sorry, hell raid, yeah, hell difficulty, hard difficulty, or normal difficulty, all of which cost, you know, 12 to 30 stamina. Like, it's very, very pricey. And the highest drop rate, I believe, even on hell difficulty was like, what, 20%? 20% drop rate? And players have to do that over and over and over again to get, like, what is it, 6 copies of it, 7 copies, to get it all the way to max enhance 30. And that's to take full advantage of it. And that's if, of course, if you need it. If you don't have a unit that can utilize it, you probably won't be wasting stamina. But anyway, the moral of the story is you're wasting tons and tons of stamina trying to get something that was meant to be there for you for free. So when Smilegate is quote-unquote giving you something, they're not really giving it to you, and they're not giving it to you for free. Everything in this game has a cost, and it's a very, very high cost. You want to make a 6-star character? Get ready to drop about 2,000 plus stamina to do all the foddering.
Or more than that.
You want to get a free-to-play artifact, max enhance 30? Get ready to drop 5, 6, 7, maybe even 1,000 plus stamina. You want to farm up the side story to get the quote-unquote free rewards? Get ready to drop 3,000 to 4,000 stamina. You want to make a specialty change character? Max skill tree? Get ready to drop 3,000, 4,000 stamina. Like, where are they expecting these players, both free-to-play, casuals, and even whales, to get this amount of stamina? And they keep recycling these things over and over again. We just got another specialty change. We just last week got another side story. We're going to be getting another one next week. Another character is going to come out. And it's just going to keep rinsing and repeating, but nothing's really getting better. We're just doing the same old every day, and they're expecting us to just keep spending money to play. It's no longer a pay-to-win game or a free-to-play game. It's a pay-to-play. And when a game becomes pay-to-play, it's just not that great, especially when you're paying to run around in the game with fodder. Just think about that for a moment, guys and girls. You're spending money to put fodder that you could care less about in your teams for almost every single thing that you're doing outside of PvP. You're literally spending hard-earned money to play a game that's making you, forcing you to put fodder in your team, just so you can keep progressing.
And it's like whatever unit they give you for free in this
Yes,
game,
you can talk, creator. You can jump in
isn't-
the call and talk. Yes, sir. It's an open format tonight.
it isn't free to play friendly, because every unit, like if they give you a free unit, which let's say Zeno, they give us Zeno, and
Fernando just brought up an amazing point. So Fernando says this game is going to die. Content creators can't even create content nor play on Twitch for the lack of stamina. Look at Mango 7, dude. Give him 2 more weeks and he is going to have to do puppet shows. All right. So that is a very, very valid point. That's also a problem that I have and a lot of other YouTubers probably have, is we can't sit there and stream like I am right now all the time. Like with Duel Links, for example, it is a gacha game, but I could play that game and stream for you guys and make a video every single day of the week, all day long if I wanted to. Epic 7, I have to pick and choose when I make content, because if I don't have a certain character, if I don't have that character built up, or if I just simply don't have enough stamina to play, I don't have anything I can make for you guys. Wednesdays is pretty much the best day for all the content creators, because that's the only time anything happens that we can actually talk about, because there's a new patch note. Outside of that, we're pretty much just rinsing and repeating the same stuff to you, because there's not much else we can do because of the heavy cost and everything that you got to do in the game. And a lot of you guys don't want to sit here and watch a YouTuber playing Hunt over and over again on auto like I am right now. Apologies for that, but really didn't think of anything else to put in the background. And another thing is, with lack of actual game modes and co-op, we can't really do much to be more interactive with you guys either that are watching. So it's definitely a problem. And a very valid point. And even Mango7 made a video yesterday or 2 days ago. I think it was 2 days ago. Yesterday or 2 days ago, whatever. Talking about Stamina himself. And he's one of the actual content creators on the content creator program that's being funded 2,500 Skystones a month by Smilegate to promote and play the game. When somebody
I was gonna say, like, they even have it easier than everyone else in the whole world, because they actually could use 2,500 stones a month for refreshes.
Yeah, and that's a good point for it. Yeah, like Ford just said, even Mango can use 2,500 of those stones for free stamina every month, and even he's complaining about stamina, and he's a whale as well. It's not good when a whale that's on a basically a partnership program to promote a game from the game company, getting funded free resources, and they're still coming out and telling you there's a stamina problem. That just tells you the direction the game's going, and that worries me, and that worries a lot of players, because if even the select group of people that they want to promote your game can't even play your game, and you don't even care, that's a problem. That is a big problem.
And the only thing I'm going to say is the only thing that I actually like about when they release harder content, like when they release Hell Raids and Regular Raid and Abyss, and people were trying to beat that, the only thing that their saving grace is that if you're a really hardcore player and you really want to beat the newest content to get the newest rewards, right? At least when you're trying and failing, you're not losing stamina or tokens or resources, and you're trying to challenge yourself. But at the same time, if you've tried it 20 times and then you can't beat it, then you got to go back in to get better gear or to try to summon a new character. Then that's when you get to the point where the whole resources is just, it's astronomically bad. Like,
yeah, but then for we still have to wait like a whole entire day to get a compass, which they charge us 2 off to even get in the raid. So it's like, it might not cost.
Well, no, I'm talking about if you're trying to beat the raid and you keep dying, you can keep retrying.
Creator, if you want to join the call, make sure you're in our Discord. When you're in our Discord, go over to the left side. You'll see a channel called Lounge, and you'll see some of us in there. Just join that and get on mic. That's how you join the call, sir.
Another problem they need to fix is with the compasses is like they need to don't let us be limited to red. Like if we we could beat red, but we can't even explore the whole entire floor because of the stupid morale system they have. Like they need to fix that, or just like take away the compasses and just let us go into red or the abyss, because not abyss, just red and lab, because at the end of the day, when you're limiting your players to do
Hello?
these things, it's kind of
Welcome
bad.
to the call,
Yeah,
sir.
we could have you
Oh,
blood.
hey.
So it's like, let us play the red if we could beat it. Like, don't limit us on the red. If we could beat the boss, let us go in and beat the boss.
Well, they're not going to get rid of the compass system.
Waiting a whole day for a compass is kind of ridiculous.
I think what they could do with the compass system is make the compasses a little bit cheaper, especially now, because what do you got? That's actually, Jerry brought up another good point here. So, what do you guys think the new gear system actually did to Raid? Is Raid just not as valuable anymore because of how the new gear system
Raid
is?
still has its value for your chance to get galaxy bookmarks and to open the chest to get Mulagoras, and then if you're able to do Hell Raid, you can get a guaranteed substat of level 88 of the 4 gear types. So that part's still good, but as far as like the randomness of drops, now you're even more selective with the raid pieces. So it's like now you're at the point where it's like, unless you're getting the perfect substats on raid with the right set you want, it makes it even that much harder to try to get something that's relevant.
Well, especially because now you can farm the new hunt to get the immunity, rage, and unity sets, which were at one point exclusive to raid.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like,
but the thing you got to look also is like raid doesn't cost you any actual energy, so you're still going to do it because it's free.
Yeah, but you have to wait a whole day for a compass though for it. That's the same thing as a full 100.
they should change the cost. They should change. So what they should do, they should change the cost of regular raid down to 1 compass, and make, I guess, leave Hell Raid the way it is because it's still exclusive to 88 gear at the moment. So until that changes, I guess they could leave it the way it is. But for regular raid, I'd say 1 compass should do it.
But the company promised us it was gonna put necklace and rings inside the crafting shop, so it's okay for us to craft boots for percentages as means that, but we cannot get rings and necklaces, which is kind of dumb because that's where basically most of your good stats are coming from on a unit. So it's like, why can't we? Why is the devs holding the power back from the players? If you want us to progress in the game, like, give us the power to do it. Like, we shouldn't spend thousands and thousands and thousands of stamina and hunt just for bad RNG. Like, if you're gonna give me bad RNG, give me a true crafting system, because I could farm hunt and get the crafting materials and go into Orbis and just craft. Like, just allow us to craft rings and necklaces along with the boots we already doing. Like, just put that in the game, because they did say it in the patch note like 2 months ago and they never implemented it. And that's kind of stupid.
Well, exactly. That's what everyone was saying. Hold on to all your crafting materials when they're announcing that accessories were going to be available in the new hunt system, and then they deliberately just didn't put them in crafting. So it's like, and then they added more layer of RNG by adding Skystone's energy, powder, mystic marks to all this random dropness. And now the likelihood of you getting a good accessory is just like, it's so astronomically low that if you ever get one, it's like a godsend. It's like, I think it's honestly like the rates of like pulling like an ML Nat 5.
Yep.
Well, the issue, Jesse, though, because Jesse just said that it took Summer's War quite a while to, get updated and make the game a little bit better. The problem is, though, Jesse, we don't know what direction Smilegate wants to go, because to bring you to another game that I used to play on the channel here for a long time, Duel Links. I always bring up Duel Links because, miserable times. But Duel Links was a game that started out of the gate just beautiful. It could do no wrong. It was the perfect gacha game out there. It had the perfect system. It had just enough gameplay. It allowed you to play all day long. PvP was fun. You could play with your friends. It was all well and good. But then they took a turn for the worst, and people thought, you know what? Maybe if we give them some time, they'll change. It's been over 2.5 years now almost, and the game has been getting worse and worse and
So
worse.
you trying to tell me
So,
they rather wait
depending
than
on
to
what
die
Smilegate's game plan is, we don't know for the future. The game could theoretically get worse and not better.
Yep.
We don't know. But how long, this is what I'm
Mhm.
asking, this is what the whole point of today's video is. How long are you willing to wait? That's the real question. How long are you willing to wait as a player for them to make either a big disastrous decision that'll just make you quit the game, or a big major improvement to make you stick around for the long haul? That's the
Well,
real
how long
question.
did it take Dunk on Battle, for instance, to add guaranteed SSRs and
3 years.
higher
It took them
rates
3
of dollars?
years.
Yeah, so sometimes it does take 3 years, but I agree with your point that Epic 7 has so much research and trial and error of other gacha games, especially ones like Summoner's War, Knights Chronicle, Dragalia, even Dokkan Battle to an extent, of what they can compare to of what is good for your free plays and what is good for your paying players. And they need to find a balance in that. And when it's the point where the free to play players can't even play the game, and like I like that they make units like Falcon or Clary, like, you know, units like that that are so relevant in so many forms of the game that she can help you beat content in the game. But she alone can't beat everything, and she has to have the right gear. So it's like you can't, if you don't have the stamina to get that gear, then you can't do much.
But they did the same thing with Elson though. Like everybody had their Elson build up, ready to go, ready to start farming, hunting the best.
Well, they had to because they were getting no sales on their banners.
Yeah, but then that's what I'm saying, and that is bad for the company because, let's bring out DN and everybody have to do a full 120 summon together if they get completely shafted. So let's just nerf Elson. You give us a free Moonlight, but then you take it back from us. Same thing with Lorena. We get Lorena, we build Lorena, put all our Motogors into Lorena, but then you power crap Lorena with Luna. And now people can't get the resource back because before y'all nerf a character with y'all power crap, y'all just power crapped it with another character, and that is bad. That's why we need a recall system every month, or like give us a sale or something that we can recall one particular unit for a certain amount of money, because this is stupid. Like anything you give us for free Smilegate, you're taking it right back from us, and it don't make any sense. I don't like that.
What's really weird about Smilegate is I don't think the game has a fundamental game mechanic problem. I think their biggest problem is the quality of life changes. I feel like that is the biggest issue that the game has. If they would fix some of these quality of life changes, they would have the best game on the App Store. That's a gacha or even an RPG strategy, whatever you want to classify it as, hands down. There is no competition right now if they would make some of those slight changes. And some of those small changes would include things as small as a speed button, allow us to turn on and off character animations. You know, especially when you're farming a dungeon or, you know, hunt here, for example, over and over and over and over again, the last thing you want to do is sit there and just stare at the same thing happening.
Yeah, so
we know the animation and art's beautiful, but when you've seen it a million times, it starts to become very, very boring. So,
I mean,
yeah, go ahead.
It's like if you know you.
I mean, I think they kind of did that in Duel Links too. Like if you press the auto duel button, you got to skip the animations of the Ace monsters. I guess they don't have that in Epic 7. I'm sorry, I don't play Epic 7.
No, it's
just.
But like,
I'm only here
like,
because you judge first.
They just doesn't have a way to skip animations. It seems like they have to.
Isn't it in the settings in Duel Links? You just had animation skip.
You could turn a lot of things off in Duel Links to make it go fast as possible when you auto. But
why should I sit there and farm and make my life miserable? Just give me the skip button and just
stamina definitely, Jesse, for sure. That is the first and foremost.
This way, if you had the skip buttons and the speed ups, then you'd burn through your stamina even faster.
Which would be fine though. It would be fine though, because honestly, would you rather play 30 minutes a day or just play 15 and just get it over with and be done?
15 minutes and then get it over with.
Because you're not really, I mean, let's be honest. You can't kid yourself. Are you honestly sitting here enjoying farming fodder all day long? Probably not. The only time that I feel satisfaction playing Epic 7 is when I'm in Guild Wars, because it's fun beating people, especially people that you think are stronger than you, because you're winning as a group and it's fun. And I would say Raid. Those are probably the two best modes in the entire game.
The best.
Yeah, I guess Abyss
Hey
too.
guys.
Any kind of strong boss fight that requires some kind of actual strategy and there's some kind of reward attached to it, it's enjoyable. But mindlessly grinding fodder in dungeons hundreds, thousands of times per week, it's not fun. So I'd rather just go in and get it over with and be done with it, collect my gold, go get tilted at the sanctuary, and rinse and repeat until I'm out of resources, and then do it again tomorrow. But at least I'm saving a whole lot of time and a whole lot of stress than sitting
I
there.
agree with you. But I mean, it's definitely in the energy system is like so like that just needs to be addressed because I've never seen such an overwhelming where even sponsored YouTubers that are getting paid to promote your game are still telling you have this many problems with the game. And
Yeah, that's Hush Sky Stones are for. They paying them in Hush Sky Stones, so
no, they're still making videos that it's a problem. Like it's not
yeah,
even.
but they can't take it anymore, so they have to. It's like you're not gonna hush me up with 2,500 Sky Stones. Like I'm a point out all the flaws in the game, and I'm a point out all the problems that we are having in the game. In the game, everything, the issue about the game, everything. Like you don't give me like I will expose you.
Hey, forget one more of those single summon tilt. But
Hey,
Yes.
Josh.
hmm?
I mean, I know this isn't really related to the video, but do you think you ever might make any more Yu-Gi-Oh related content on your channel?
As soon as the game comes out that I could pick up, then yeah, probably. But I cannot
know
go
you
back
already
to
said
Duel
you don't want to do Legacy of the Duelist.
Yep, I'm just waiting for something new to come out, either another Duel Links, another mobile game, or some kind of fan-made or anything that I could do something on. But yeah, until then,
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's kind
Duel
of
Links has gotten even worse since you left. The pick of gifts are still trash. The new events are trash. Everything's still
Yeah,
trash.
nothing's
great to
gonna
know I
change
made
in
the right
that game.
decision.
I know. I wish I made the same decision as you, Josh. I
You still can make
still
the
played
same
for like
decision as him.
2 months after you quit. Duel Links sucks.
But
Well, that's why I'm
for-
afraid.
for-
I don't want Epic 7 to go down the same path that Konami took with Duel Links. I don't want to see it do that again because Epic 7 is very visually pleasing. Aesthetically, it's probably one of the better games on the App Store, hands down. I mean, everything looks beautiful. We don't go into no chibi artwork. We got beautiful animations or strategic strategies involved. All that good stuff.
I mean,
It's just the
Duel Links
little
also has some
things.
decent animation.
It just they need to fix the little things, and I'm just
but the
afraid
thing
that
is, though,
they're
Josh,
not
I
going
feel
to.
like-
That's the issue.
I feel
I
like
hope-
with
I hope Epic
with
7
farming
makes
for
it.
gas, with Wabi farm for gas and hunt or whatsoever, it's like I feel like they should remove the flat stack completely. Like the only stat that should be flat on an epic gear is speed, because having to get a good epic gear and then you get 3 of those stats already flat is kind of ridiculous, and it's a shaft. Like I spent, say for example, 300 stamina, finally get an epic drop, but then I have all trash flat stats. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I think that
Like-
makes sense.
For epic gears, remove the flat stats, because that is completely bullshit. That's trash.
See, all right, so I think that Smilegate's biggest weakness is I don't think they understand balancing. And I know that might not be all Smilegate's fault. That might be more super creative because they are the actual developer. But there's got to be a more controlled, communication between Smilegate, the developer, and the community. If the community is making 30 posts on Reddit a day saying stamina sucks, and the company says, "Oh, we don't give a shit," then there's a direct miscommunication here between the player base and the community. Or I'm sorry, the community and the game publisher and the game developer in general, where they don't care what we think. And that might be a big issue here, because they tell us all the time in every update that they are taking feedback, they're listening to what the players are saying, but are they really? Because the players, since like pretty much the first I'd say couple patches, stamina has been brought up as the main source of agony in this game above anything else. Stamina was always the biggest issue. And it's now been several months since global release. Nothing. And if anything, they've made it worse because the new hunts cost extremely high stamina cost per run. and they added all these additional rewards in there that nobody asked for. That makes it even harder to get the things that you need. Already under 5 layers of RNG per piece of gear, which is already absurd. So it's like stamina, definitely number 1 priority, needs fixed. I don't think anybody's arguing that point. But will Smilegate fix it? Will Smilegate tell Super Creative, hey, you guys need to work on balancing? Because the one example that I always put forward when I'm bringing up balancing in this game is the fact that on Altar 10, the highest stage, the highest difficulty of Altar, can drop 1 triangle. You can actually get 1 triangle to drop on stage 10, the highest difficulty of Altar, costing you a lot of stamina, and you can get 2 triangles to drop on stage 5. That is a direct indicator that they have serious problems with balancing in this game.
The game is not balanced, Josh. The game is not balanced.
That Alta 9 and Alta 10 gives you the same rewards. Like that's dumb, because why should I do 10 when I could do 9 and get the same rewards with the same drop rates? That's when you need to fix your game, Smilegate, because it's very unbalanced. Same thing with Hunt. You farm Wyvern 9, you farm Wyvern 10, it doesn't matter. It gives you the same exact drops. And I know the rates ain't different. The only difference is the higher end stage on 11, which the rewards change from getting 70 to guarantee 70 to 85 gear. So it's like, why should I farm something harder, spending more energy, and getting less reward? Rewarded.
A few simple things that they could change that would really help the game. They could still make money and still keep it balanced and fair, even allow the whales to have fun, is possibly do some kind of hot time system. Every day of the week, a different hot time event is going on. Some of you in the chat have probably played games that have these things called hot time events. Basically, for a quick example, I've talked about this before in Discord. On Monday, you get higher EXP for fodder. On Tuesday, you get higher intakes of gold per runs of whatever you're doing. On Wednesdays, you get more character EXP. Or Thursday, you can sell your fodder or characters or penguins and get more gold or resources back. And on Thursday or Friday, you can get a free day of gear on equip and equip, whatever. And then on weekends,
and on Sunday,
everything's
you can get 3
open.
cards that are totally worthless in Duel Links.
I mean, they can do these hot time events every day of the week, every day doing something different. And I think everybody in the game would love to have something like that.
Mm-hmm. They should have, they should implement and when you farm and hunt, like they need to have a cooldown on the rare drops and on the heroic drops. Like, okay, you did 20 Wyvern runs a day, so now you're guaranteed an epic gear. It's still RNG with the stats and everything, and RNG with the play set, but it's like, give us a cooldown on rare and heroic, as to where if we do certain amount of runs, we get a guaranteed epic gear. Because I have a lot of nat 5s in my log, and I cannot build them because I don't have the gear for them. So I feel like it should be a certain cooldown on rare and on heroics, so you could get a better chance on getting a guaranteed epic gear. It doesn't matter what tier it is, but just give me an epic, what I could use. Like, that make more sense for them to add that inside Hunt.
I wouldn't mind if they lowered the drop rate slightly on epic gear, but guaranteed that when you pulled an epic gear, like you said, it had no flat stats except for speed. That to me sounds fair, because you're talking about pulling an epic gear. It's supposed to be like the equivalent of like legendary gear in some other games. And when you pull an epic piece of gear and it's useless, what's so epic about it?
Yep.
It's not very epic if you can't use it.
Yep, and if they want to push us away from doing story mode, if they want to push us away from doing story mode, where we could actually farm epic catalysts, like take out those goddamn 2-star fodder out of the secret shop and just add epic catalyst in there, because it's already bad enough we can't request it in the guild. So if they could please add that inside the secret shop, as to where we spend like we doing now, 3 sky stones to refresh it, so we don't want to wait for the cooldown to happen. Like, let some epic catalysts be in there along with the gears. Like, remove those 2-star fodder because they're completely useless. Why should I spend 30K on a 2-star fodder when I could use my friendship points and get like 10 of those one time? It's stupid.
The worst feeling I have in this game is when I have a few pieces of high gear on a character and I farm all day long. I save up. I use all the stamina I have, get about 600,000-700,000 gold. I go into the sanctuary. I roll a couple good gear, and then I realize, well, fuck. I don't have enough gold left to even swap the damn gear.
Yeah,
I can't put the new gear on.
Heavily focused.
I got to level the gear up to test it before I can even put it on. You got to have the charms and the gear fodder to feed in to level it up in the first place. Then and that's after you get through the 5 stages, the 5 layers of RNG. The main stat,
and
the 4 different substats, the gear quality, and the gear type. That's a lot of different things. And when you're looking for gear that you drop out here in the wild, yeah, we're playing Pokemon here, guys. Basically, when you're looking for gear to drop and hunt, again, you got to think, is it going to be 55 gear, 70 gear, 85 gear? And then, is it going to be rare? Is it going to be heroic? Is it going to be epic? Is it going to have the right main stat? Is it going to have the right substat? And then, is it going to be the right set? And then, after you've done all that, you got to then hope that it rolls into the gear that you need it to. And you got to waste gold to find out. And then you have to waste gold if you find a better piece of gear to swap it out. It is just a very disgusting process that we have to go through as players just to get one good piece of gear. And you need 6 of them per character. It's insane.
They want us. They actually forcing us to spend sky stones to get more gold out of the shop. And they actually have $100 pack.
Yeah, just buy the pack. You want to play? You buy the pack.
That's insane. To have $100 pack for 2.5 million gold, which could go less than a quick second, just like that, just by swapping it, because it costs you 300,000 in total just to remove tier 85 gear off of your unit, just to put on another unit you want to use, just because they're not giving the players the power to get gear so easily to put on these units. They gotta we gotta level up these gears, and we gotta get good rules with behind 4 walls of RNG. So come on,
and guys, we haven't even talked about the most tilty thing in this entire game when it comes to building up a character.
What's that?
The lack of Molagoras.
What's that?
It's an item that you use for skill enhancement for your characters. And it's very hard to get what you need because some characters you have to go really hard on certain skills, and it could cost you 10, 15 Molagoras. Then Molagora goes on top of that, and that's for one skill on one character.
Thing is very bad, Jesse.
It's insane.
Because if you really look at it, Jesse, 95% of this game revolves around having good gear for unit. Like I say earlier, you could turn a 3-star into a 6-star if you have tier 88 gear, tier 85 gear on that unit. That unit is going to be a problem in PvE, PvP, whatever content you decide.
Okay, Jesse, let me ask you a question since you brought this up. You said, dude, the gear stuff isn't that bad. What part of the gear system is good? That's what I want to know. What part of the gear system is good? Because I think it's easier to talk about the good stuff than the bad stuff because the bad stuff just completely outweighs it. Like, what all do you think is good about the gear system? That's what I want to know. No, we're not saying the gear is the biggest issue. That's already been established. Stamina is the biggest issue. But what do you think is good about the gear system, though? Because you got to consider, because gear is still probably one of the top 3 issues in the game, because you can have all the good characters in the world, but they're not going to be good if you don't got good gear.
Get rid of the stupid drops from Hunt so we can actually get stuff that's good quicker, easier, whatever.
But what do you mean guaranteed epic, Jesse? We don't get guaranteed epics unless they give them to us through events. None of the gear
And
in
they
this,
pass
none of the
out
gear
me
that
one.
you have to the farm up or get from Sanctuary is guaranteed. It's all RNG based. There is no guarantee.
No, no, not from
Smart
the
game ain't giving up
sanctuary.
no free stuff. It's like to put RNG behind all of these walls is pretty crazy. It's insane because we
The
have it's
the
like
only
forcing, I
guarantee
know
we
they're
have
not
in this game
making
with gear is which gear level we're farming for in the Sanctuary. That is it. That is the only control we have over our gear. Because we don't have any control over what set's going to drop, what grade it's going to be, and what the stats are going to be. We have no control over any of that.
The next thing I don't like, Josh, what they really need to fix is the 4 to 5 star ticket. Like you trying to tell me I spent $100 to get 3,000 Skystone 70 bookmark from the pack, right? And my guarantee for the 5 star ticket could be 85% chance of 4 star, 15% a 5 star. That's some bullshit because at the end of the day, I feel like it shouldn't be a 4 star period because you spend $100, you guarantee to get a 5 star because even with that 5 star, you could pull a dupe of a unit, a 5 star you already have. So it's like it's still behind RNG. It's not like, oh, you bought this $100 pack and we're gonna give you a Bologna that you don't have, or a character, a Nat 5 you don't have. No, you still gotta face the RNG factor. So it's like, why is even a 4 star there for spending $100 in that ticket? Why do y'all have that in the shop to say spend 6 gold transmit stones to get 85% chance 4 star, 15% 5 star? That's ridiculous.
Here's an idea.
Here's an idea for you. On that.
Here's an idea for you. Why can't we have 120 pity system on everything in the game? Like, no matter what banner you summon on, after you've pulled 120 times, you're guaranteed that the next pull is going to be a 5-star hero.
That's
any five. It could be it could be any kind of 5-star hero. It's just going to be a 5-star hero. I would say that is a big step in the right direction because think of how many times you've summoned in this game without getting a 5-star. I'm sure a lot of you have already well exceeded the 120 summon mark. Yep. Why is it only for limited banners? I could see doing it for limited banner to get that limited character specifically, but I could also see that they always have an ongoing 120 pity system for every banner ever, even the Covenant summon banner.
It don't even have to be the featured banner. It could be just the Covenant.
Let our normal summons even count. Our free daily summons. I mean, that's 120 days that you would have to go through if you just did one summon a day. I mean, you can keep taking from the players, but you got to eventually start giving back because if you keep doing this one-sided thing that you're doing now, players are just going to stop giving you what you want. They're going to take their business elsewhere.
And the next thing, though, Josh, is they need to, like, with these banners released, when the banner goes away, please don't add them in the Covenant summon. Have, like, a different section to put those units because then you're making it more harder for a player to pull a particular unit they want. It's like, oh look, we got like over 30 Nat 5s in the Covenant summon. Here, look, take this unit. No, y'all need to put the newer unit. The same thing what they doing with the target a certain unit thing with the Mystic summons. Take those newer banners and put them in a different section.
Well, here's the problem that we're having in this game though, Jesse. We all know that a gacha game is RNG intensive. It's very grind heavy, and a lot of luck is involved in progressing. But there should be systems in place that are kind of like a backup option for players, so they can still progress, be it a longer approach, like a much harder approach. Like they'd have to grind harder to get the things they need. This game it has a problem though of not allowing you to grind hard. I have no problem with all the RNG in this game if they actually let me play the game as long as I physically want to. If I can play all day if I'm allowed and I keep getting tilted, at least I'll be getting gold, I'll be getting fodder, I'll be able to still slowly build up other units, be it a harder way. But if you're basically putting all those obstacles in front of the players and still not letting them play as long as they want to, you're kind of just stonewalling all your player base. You're literally just stonewalling them. You're at that point, you're just milking. That's what they're doing, and they're doing it at a very early rate in the game. The game hasn't even been out a year yet, and they're already in full-on milk mode. Most gacha games give you at least a year or two to kind of let the players kind of get their feet wet and start developing their accounts and getting strong before they start milking you. Because usually when a game milks you, they're at the end of their life expectancy. They're getting ready to close shop and release a new game, so they want to get every penny they can. The problem is Smilegate's already doing that. They're already doing it from the get-go, and that is a problem.
They're overstaying their welcome.
It's like, let us play. If your game is beautiful, let us enjoy it. Why stonewall us like that?
Right, I'm not complaining about flat stats on Epic Gear. I'm just stating my opinion that I think would make the game more better. Because you could spend, like I said earlier, 3,000 energy and not get an Epic Gear from Hunt. Like, or even if you get one, it has shitty stats, it's unusable. You cannot use it. Like, you better off using a rare gear with substat percentage. So it's not the fact that I'm complaining, it's just that I'm just stating my own personal opinion.
I mean, this stream's a perfect example, guys. We've been streaming for about an hour and 16 minutes now. I don't know how much. I've used probably hundreds of stamina here on stream, and I haven't even gotten one usable piece of equipment. And I've had to use, I don't know how many stones by now, and I haven't got nothing. And we've been doing this for about an hour straight, okay? So imagine a player who doesn't want to, invest their stones for stamina. They will do what I just did, but for about 10 minutes, and then they're done for the entire day. Just think about that. For the entire day, they're done after 10, 15 minutes of farming. How do you put all these obstacles in front of a player where they're going to have to grind for several thousand hours, like MMO levels of grind, but you're only letting them play for 10 minutes, 15 minutes a day? How do you think that that's a successful business approach to the game? How do you think you're going to market that game for long term doing stuff like that? You can't. It's not feasible. It's not going to be financially stable. Eventually, the players are just going to grow tired and move on to a game that does let them play. And that's the game they're going to throw their money at. So, Smilegate and, Super Creative, they definitely need to start really sitting back and thinking hard on their decisions they're making, because this game has the potential to make all the money in the world, keep the player base happy for years. The artwork and animation, as we said, are beautiful. The gameplay could be amazing. You add some additional game modes, add some co-op here and there, at least a co-op raid boss or something, and fix the stamina system and give us a speed button and animations on and off, and you got yourself one of the best games there is, period. People will spend money to play that.
Like they said earlier,
I'll spend money to play that. It's just, I don't know what they're doing.
More money for Epic 7 within 2019 and more years to come. So it's like, if that's the one and only focus y'all have on this game, it's not gonna last very long. Because when you have a game where the whales is complaining, actually the whales, I'm talking about the great white whales, the regular whales, they're complaining about the game. So it's not gonna last very long, Smilegate. So you better up your game and think about the decision you're making, because
it's like I had the idea that what they could do is to keep hunts, keep altars locked behind stamina, okay? Bear with me. But make side story and regular story have unlimited stamina, okay? Because let's be honest, you're not going to get any good gear from story or side story. It's not going to happen. You're dropping like 44 gear. Garbage gear that you'll never use. It's trash. It's for fodder only. So people are still going to have to use stamina to go into hunt. But at least when their hunt stamina is all gone, or their altar stamina is all gone, they can go back in and still farm up all their fodder to 6-star their units, to get gear fodder set up for when they do pull good gear, to invest, build up some gold, stuff that is valuable to the game, but not necessarily making you just OP overnight. No, you're still going to have to put in a lot of hours but you're able to put in those hours. That's the important
I
thing
don't
here.
feel like we supposed to
That sounds
pay.
fair.
We
Like,
shouldn't pay.
What do you guys in the chat
The
think
game
about
is
that?
start with the wrong idea,
Yeah.
guys.
It's not like you've been playing a lot
Considering
of
this
Opera
game is
Omnia lately,
grinding,
man.
you know.
What's
But
that?
We
we
need to
must
invite
pay
one
for
of our
stamina.
super creative workers into this
Say-
chat.
Said it sounds like you've been playing a lot of Opera Omnia lately. Fucking unlimited stamina for story and side
Yo,
missions.
man. No, man. It's because I played Grand Chase, man. It spoiled me for life. That's what
No,
happened.
but like for real though, Josh, that's a good point because I feel like we shouldn't have to pay be behind a paywall just a 6-star a unit.
Yeah,
You
but
know?
Jesse, what is Epic Catalyst going to do for you if you don't have your altar runes and you don't have your other catalysts or Molagoras? You still have to get those things elsewhere. So just having a whole bunch of Epic Catalyst farmed up from story doesn't really do much. You still got to go get everything else, which is still going to be behind paywalls, catalysts, or I'm sorry, stamina and stuff like that. So I still strongly think being able to farm story unlimited is perfectly fine. You're basically
story
doing
mode's
it to build up.
offline,
You're
right?
basically doing it to build up resources. Which every gacha game you need a lot of resources.
Yeah, it's okay for you to let us spend thousands of energy to do hunt and altars and stuff like that. But like when it comes to the story and the side story, we shouldn't have to be spending energy for that. Like let us be able to 6-star unit at a free cost because basically you can now turn a useless 3-star that you have inside your character log into a 6-star and try to make good use of it because I don't want to take a risk and farm up a shitty ass 3-star unit that I know I'm not gonna use for other content that I'm grinding out every day. Like that doesn't make any sense to me. So it's basically every 6-star you're making, you're paying to make it because you have to invest so much elias or use so much energy in order to do that. So it's like if you just take away, like Josh said, the stamina cost for story and side story, it would be good for the game and just let us spend masses of money. You could leave at 20 energy or whatever.
I found a perfect I
from
thought of a perfect analogy to describe this game. Okay? Everybody bear with me. Imagine showing up for work, but you have to pay your boss to clock in.
What?
That's what you're doing in Epic 7, guys. Imagine paying to have you're paying your boss to go to work to make money that you're then giving right back to them to go to work again. So you're gaining nothing from it.
Yeah,
that is
that's
exactly what Epic 7 is doing.
That's awkward.
But that's exactly
What's
what you're
awkward?
doing with Epic 7. You're paying a premium to play the game, to then do the work to get the resources you need, to then pay again. That is what you're doing.
Josh?
Mm-hmm.
How much money have you spent on Epic 7 so far?
Between myself and donations, too much.
Do you have a number in mind, or
Not really.
Would you say it's more or less Duel Links?
Just know it's pretty expensive.
Yeah.
Because me personally spent over like close to $700, and that isn't even like.
Josh
And
first
people
spent like
spent
2 to 3K
thousands.
on Duel Links.
Well, I mean, I think some people, a couple people in the chat are a little bit confused what I'm trying to say here. So, basically, guys, we know and understand and appreciate the grind in a gacha game. What we're upset about is we're playing a grind-heavy game that doesn't let us grind. The grind isn't the issue. It's the fact that we can't even do it. That's the issue. So guys, so for some of you saying, "Oh, what do you expect? It's a grind-heavy game." That's not the problem. The problem is we can't grind it. I have no problem playing 6-7 hours a day nonstop. It's not an issue.
Single game mode in Epic 7 allows you to play continually. Like there's nothing else.
Yep.
I mean,
Like,
Breach
Duel
Brave
Links-
still has a
Duel Links allows you to play
co-op
PvP
option where you can
constantly.
play.
There's no cooldown on PvP. You know, Dragon Ball Legends, no cooldown on PvP.
I know.
From a game that comes to mind that's grind heavy, but also allows the player to play freely any duration of time they want is Breach Brave Souls. They lets you allow you join I mean, if you're hosting a room, it might cost you like stamina, but it is free to join that room, and you can play co-op to do some certain raids, and then it drops you like catalyst and whatnot. So they could implement that and maybe drop like runes, maybe drop some powder, maybe stamina pieces.
You know, we should bring up the fact that the pointing system in GVG really needs to be fixed. I know we're still in preseason, but it's like that needs to be fixed because
that's another problem right there on its own, JR. This preseason bullshit. Excuse me, I'm about to go on a rant. And get ready for that. But
sorry for crossing the rant.
Yeah, but the preseason thing is probably one of the most sleaziest, cheapest bullshit tactics I have ever seen a company implement in my life. Because here's the thing, okay? We got the preseason Guild Wars over a month ago. How long is this fucking preseason? Like, are we in spring training? Is this shit for 3 months? Are we gonna play 160 games or some shit before we start the season?
I don't.
Pretty trash. They should have kept their gears.
I'm getting to that. I'm getting to that point right now. The PvP fucking gear. Why did you take it away when it has now been 3 weeks and you still haven't replaced it with Season 2? People could be getting the first season gear right now that needed it, but you took it away for literally, get this, guys, 0 fucking reason.
Yeah, I farmed like 200.
Okay, I'm done with my rant. I'm done with my rant.
Alrighty. The thing that pisses me off, though, Josh, the thing that pisses me off with GVG is because the fucking the rewards. You're giving us Mystic Summons, right? Most of the time it ain't even 50. Most of the time it ain't even 60, depending on your guild ranking. So you're giving us Mystic Summons, but then you go and you put Mystic Summons as a pack, a monthly pack. So what's the point in even doing GVG if you could just straight up buy the
I think GVG is trash. Reward is trash.
Straight up buy the same reward.
I don't need
from what you get
Mystic Summon, man.
and do Mystic Summons. Like, what's
just
the
give us Skystone? Why?
Us? Like, what's the reward?
We should get Skystones, especially if you're gonna be like Summoner's Ward, because that's Summoner's Ward's reward. Yep.
GVG
I don't care, man.
Like, okay, like the slate situation, Josh. They know making 6-star is a problem in this game for certain people. They can't do it as fast as other whales. So it's like, okay, if we pull a 4-star, let us be able to further that in to make our 6-star characters more easier. And if we do in PvP, give us as a certain amount of wins, we get a slate to enhance only 4-star characters and 3-star characters to devotion. It don't have to be a 5-star. We could get shafted as many times as we want in a banner to try to SSS devotion, not fights, but like give us the slate from PvP frequently to triple S, our 4-star and our 5-star, and let us use the 4-star that we pull in the banner, which we then put like 10, 20 of, to like make our 6-star in characters easier. Make more sense.
That's probably better reward than getting a Mystic. Like what? You get to even if you win, you get to summon one.
I mean, think about it. You gotta coordinate a whole guild. You gotta make sure they're organized. You gotta set up the guild war. You gotta go in, try and win, and then after it's all said and done, after 48 hours, your reward at the end of the day is a possible chance at pulling a 3-star artifact or character.
Exactly.
Yeah, the reward is useless. It's trash. And then you could still go inside of a pack and buy those Mystic Summons. So what's the point in even doing GVG?
No. Here's something that's really funny. You guys ready for this? This is how good Guild Wars is. It's the equivalent of doing your free fucking daily summon.
True that.
Matter of fact, your free daily summon is better because it has access to all of the current characters available in the Covenant pool.
Yep.
Sure, you can't pull a Moonlight, but what's the point of putting a Moonlight in there if you don't pull it?
It's like the freaking the slate situation. They told us oh, you only could get this slate once per account. So in players' eyes, they saying, oh, they don't have to farm that right now because it can forever be there because you get it once per account. They never said when they released the game, it's once per season. They said once per account. So when they say it like that, meaning if you didn't get that slate, you could just farm that up and get that whenever you ready. It's like, and they take it away from us, and now they're not bringing it back. They can bring it back, but like if you didn't get the first slate, you're not gonna get this. You're not gonna get it. You missed out on that one, and it's stupid. We wasn't compensated for the Guild War situation.
The whole season thing is stupid because I mean, right now the shop is empty, and you know you can't get the previous gears. It should have been there. It's like, if you're not gonna add new shit, why take it away? You know, the previous
That's
stuff.
what I was saying earlier. That's a very good point, still, because they take it away when people could have just easily gotten it. Since they say it's once per season, like you take it out of the shop, but then you know there's nothing there. Nothing.
Exactly. Also, going back to Guild Wars, when the CIS and the ML, the Kitty Clarissa came out, I thought it was going to be just specifically summoned from the Mystic doing Guild Wars. I thought that was going to be like that, but no, you can actually summon it from ML, so that kind of takes even more.
Yep. The thing is, if you want to make Guild War more rewarding for players, just put those take out those artifacts, take out those 3 stars. It just should be the 4-star and the 2 Moonlight characters.
Well, I mean, let's be real honest here. Let's be real honest here. Outside of maybe Candlestick and Daydream Joker, or any of the 3-star artifacts even used by anybody?
Probably not.
Like, it's ridiculous.
Why
they need to make the rewards exclusive for Guild War. I mean, it has to be something that's worth grinding for.
Because
so many Duel Links.
Here's something that would really get under your skin. Guild Wars, you know, technically it's designed for everyone, you know, technically, but let's be honest, it's mostly geared towards the whales, and you're rewarding your players that are spending the most money in the game to build up these OP PvP teams with Mystic fucking medals.
Yep.
That you can get from farming.
That sounds stupid.
Yep.
It is stupid.
That's what you're rewarding your people that are financing your game.
And you can get the Mystic, the fragments from doing hunts too.
What
So.
triggers me is the whole reason why we don't.
Wait, what'd you say about the
to get
maps?
good gear to go in the GVG with, and
You
now
can
we
get-
in GVG getting shafted, going up against these fucking
I'm sorry?
full-on pay-to-win Korean players, which don't make any sense because if they have a global account, why are they jumping on? If they have a Korean account, why jump on a global account? And then
That's
they
why there
match
really
up with
is no
these
point
type-
even having, like, I don't know why these game companies even make other versions of the game. Just make a global release because everybody's going to join it anyway.
Yeah,
I
and
agree.
it's like we doing all of this, getting shafted, but the rewards suck ass.
I was saying, you can get Mystic the fragments or whatnot, coins from doing hunts, and it's droppable. Like you get 4 to 5 as well.
They need to take those shit out. That doesn't.
Yeah.
That's actually lowering the rate of us getting a good gear.
Take it off. Take it
Yes,
off.
they
of
need to
it.
take it out.
Make the
Take it out.
Mystic summon and whatnot.
And
just
please,
make exclusive.
And
exclusive
please,
Guild
for the
War
love
thing.
of God, add accessories to be droppable and side story and story. Do you know how hard it is to get all of that fucking EXP for that shit? Because those
Yep.
charms are hard to come by because your amulet coins, they're gone like that. Like, boom,
Yep.
they're gone. And you need so many because, again, we go back to the point, you got to test out the gear. You got to get it to like +6, +9 to even see if it's even worth spending the gold to equip it.
Yep. And you don't want to equip it and then upgrade it because if it's real shitty stats, you gotta unequip it and get rid of it, which can cost you even more gold. It's so stupid.
Yep.
Like this game needs serious balancing.
It needs balancing and it needs quality of life updates. That's really all it needs. I mean, it sounds like we've listed a million things, but honestly, it's just a few changes.
They promise us these things in the patch notes, but yet we're not seeing it.
Oh,
And
I
even
got a
if,
good one.
even
I
if
got
they
a good
change
joke for you
something,
guys.
they break
You
something.
remember that? You remember that first patch note when we were gonna get the where they said we're gonna get the ability to on auto open up the chest and hit up all the different little altars? Yeah, where's that at?
Oh yeah.
Where is that at?
Hey.
How many millions of
Hey.
gold have you guys missed out on not being able to open up them chests because you were playing it on auto?
But this the
I don't
thing
know.
too though, Josh. Remember
Missed out
that
on gems and Duel
they
Links,
have
too.
inside the connection where you could go up to rank level 65, but yet when we do get the ranking to go up, how are they gonna compensate us for all that EXP that we actually wasn't using because y'all making the farming so hard that you can't even carry a fodder inside the side story because you have to be the boss on hell difficulty.
They just need
Like, it's
need to
ridiculous.
loosen the chokehold. They literally have chokehold on all the players professionally.
Ooh, uh-oh. Brace yourselves.
And
braced.
how are
Yeah.
they gonna compensate us
Two
for
flat stats, rip.
the lack of leaves we use, the amount of leaves we use to refresh our stamina if they decide to cap the leaf ratio on stamina?
Look at that beautiful necklace.
They would never compensate us for that. Like they literally have to give us over 1,000 leaves back, and they would never do that.
Did you guys notice that Leaf was buffed like a couple patches ago to be it's supposed to be 80, but I was getting 79s. Of all the things they could have tinkered with, they have tinkered with the Leaf and reduced it by 1. Like, what the fuck? Why aren't you spending your time on different shit?
Leafs and Sky Stones should just be full refills. And even that's still not going to be enough to fix a stamina problem. They need to either cut stamina in half, give us free stamina infinite for story modes, or something. They got to do something big because as soon as one... I mean, they're flirting... They're basically on thin ice right now. If any game comes out in the near future, which a lot of them are slated to come out soon or even, third quarter of this year, and if any of them have anything decent artwork wise and good gameplay, players are going to jump ship. They're going to jump ship because this game has been out, and I'm sorry, but this game can no longer be considered, oh, this game just came out. No, this game, if you include when it came out in Korea, it's been out since before October. That has been several months.
It's almost been a year.
So they've had plenty of time, not to mention these games are in the drawing board for 6 months to a year before they're even developed, which takes another 6 months to a year. So these things are already prematurely developed and planned out and sketched out and become conceptualized before they even start working on it. And then when they release it, it's been out a few months more after that. So they've had plenty of time, plenty of feedback from the majority of the player base. They read the Reddit post. They have certain, community managers that they're supposed to work with. One of them, by the way, quit because they weren't communicating with them like they were supposed to. So it's like, I really don't know what the agenda is for this company. In their interview, if you guys have not read the interview that they did that was posted on Reddit, they basically flat out said, our goal in 2018 was to be top 10 in the App Store. What?
Huh.
A company that just released a brand new game at the end of the year, main goal was to be top 10 in the App Store. You know what that tells me?
Yeah,
they want your money and they don't care about what you think.
Money!
But Josh, answer this question.
Your money
though.
speaks volumes. Your mouth doesn't say a damn thing.
How would you
Just
think
like Duel
they'd be
Links.
able to
We want money.
How would you think they'd be able to compensate us for, like, if they do like the energy, if they change the energy refill on the leads? Because remember, the same thing happened with the gear where they bring out this new gearing system where you don't get this the fourth stat or the third stat after +6. I mean after +9. So if they was to carry leaf refreshes up to full 130, which wouldn't help with the game stamina, by the way. How would you think they would compensate us for that? Because at the end of the day, they got to think about backtrack all the leads people spent back then to even do it when they was only getting like an additional 10 from 60.
That's well over 1,000 layers.
They're not gonna do anything with that. They ain't gonna
But they
go
have
back
to,
and track.
bro.
Well,
They
I
have
mean,
to because then players will
they
quit
have to,
because
but they're not gonna return. Like, if you invested, let's say, this much amount of leaves spent, they're not gonna go back to your records and
yeah, but they did it
see.
with the gear though. They had to do it with the gear, so they have to do it with the layers because with this game style, they have to go back and retrace fix their mistakes because it should have never been like that in the first place. It should already been fixed from you released the game.
I agree with you, but I don't see it happening.
I just want to know how they're gonna do it because at the end of the day, they had to do it with the gear, and if they do it with the leaves, they're gonna have to compensate us some kind of way. Just give us straight up. If you want to be lazy, give the player straight up 70 leaves or something, and then just be done with the whole back and forth arguing and crying and bitching. Just give everybody 70 leaves.
Josh?
Nice.
Because when they have when they extend maintenance and when they do all this bullshit ass whatever they doing at Smartgate headquarters, they only intends to give us 1 to 2 leaves and 500 gold, which is nothing.
Yeah, it is
Like
nothing.
we never get compensated for sky stones yet in this game, and it's pretty sad.
Josh?
Yeah.
Hey, I know this is a bit unrelated, but I had a question I wanted to ask you for a while.
Mm-hmm.
When you quit Duel Links, it was at the time of the DD Tower of Light event. What made that the final nail in the casket?
Oh, I was pretty much done with the game months before, but everybody wanted me to come back, so I came back to give the game a second chance, and after months, it just didn't improve, and I just like, you know what? The tower, I hated it the last time. It's here again, so I'm just not going to bother. So I just decided to quit at that point.
It wasn't all that great. I mean, we did get Lightning Warrior. Lightning Warrior's an okay synchro, but that was pretty much it. The game mats and the rest of the stuff was pretty crap too. But one more thing, I also you know, when you quit the game, when you converted all of your URs and stuff, I did the exact same thing when I quit.
Yeah. A lot of people didn't like that, but I was like, you know what? I'm just trying to make a stand that I'm done. Because people kept thinking, hey, you're going to come back. And I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm really done.
I know that took guts, dude. Sorry if I killed your stream.
Nah, it's all right. It's all right.
No, listen, Blood,
What's
seeing
up?
Josh converted those cards that he got tilted for, had to took that. Because listen, Josh had to went through the whole entire Saphira box in order to get 1 copy of her. And he converted all those shit. So you damn know he isn't coming back to that game.
Same here. I spent a bunch of money and time and gems on it too.
Look at the Sylvan Tilt. What he had to go through to get a Kuma Shroom. Like, the game was good when it lasted for us. But like,
I agree.
Nah. Like they ain't changing nothing. Like we don't expect them to change a lot of things, but at least make the players feel like, you know, they actually accomplishing something. They actually having fun. When
I know, and
fixing
they
a
failed
problem
to
in
do
a
that.
game, that's when the game goes downhill and people lose interest.
I agree with
I
you,
love
PK.
Epic 7. Like I said earlier, the thing that keeps me playing Epic 7 is the graphics, the storyline behind certain characters. But it's like the game has so many other problems that needs to be fixed. They best thank God for they're good, supposed to be writers.
I mean, it's surprising because
Duel Links had some good animations, like with the one event after he
Duel
quit.
Links been off for almost 3 years, and they still don't have a story mode. That's some bullshit.
I know. I agree. They should have a story mode. I'm pretty sure everyone will be on that
So
one.
that right there goes to show you the game.
They don't give a crap.
Isn't going anywhere. So why should I waste time when they just sitting back, relaxing, and collecting money off of me? It's like I'm paying to get tortured. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna quit the game and be on my merry way.
Yeah, you said, DK. I agree with you 100%.
And if Epic 7 don't step their game up, like I would start playing it and just read up on the story through some other YouTubers because I like their story. Like it's pretty good.
I don't play Epic 7, but I'll take your word for it.
Josh, you remember the child storyline with Carvis and all that, like how he took Val and or whatsoever. It's like now they have a Moonlight version of Dark Carvis, and they state that he switched on his comrades to gain power and stuff. So for someone with such strong will, I need to know the backstory behind it and why he turned so evil, why he turned on his village. So that's the type of thing that keeps me playing this game.
Yeah,
It's
the
not just
story.
pulling at fives.
The story is pretty good. I'm not into the story as much. I'm more into the gameplay, the game mechanics itself. But the one thing that stands is every week they have updates, and they could fix all these problems easily, but they don't. They ignore it.
Just like Duel Links.
Yeah, because that's what gets them their income. We spend money on it because they have
money. Josh.
Yep.
One more thing. This might be a bit iffy, but how bad do you think Epic 7 would have to get before you quit?
I don't know. I mean, either they would have to stay doing what they're doing now. Damn.
If he kept on getting shafted like he did on the Tamarine.
Oh yeah, that almost made me quit. That was a little crazy. 1,400 bookmarks and nothing. Not even a 5-star. Yeah, that almost drove me crazy. But no, I think the game would have to maintain the way it is now for a couple more months and not improve, which would make me quit at that point because then I would just lose all hope that the company's going to change. Or they would have to do some crazy drastic thing like Knights Chronicles did, where they introduced cosmetics that gave stat boost, but you had to pay for it. There was no way around it, so they made it full-on pay to win at that point. So if they do something like that, it's drastic, then I'd quit, obviously. But
alrighty,
yeah. So
go back.
Some similar to that, like with the bookmarks. That's how I quit Duel Links. I spent like 1 million gems on the pack, and
those are good.
The deck sucks, so I quit.
Those are good boots, though. But
look at the stats on that 85 like steel gear boots, and this is where golds become a problem because he been farming Hunt for like almost an hour or hour at most.
I've been farming Hunt 10 an hour and a half, and I don't even have enough gold to buy this piece of gear.
A gear this good. he could not get a gear that is this good, where he don't even have enough gold to even buy this gear. Would he been farming for like an hour?
I still need over another 530,000 gold. I would have to farm Hunt for another hour to get this one piece of gear.
Now you see where the unbalancing come in this game. It's like you go in the secret shop and get lucky and a good piece of gear up, but you can't get it because you don't have the gold to buy it.
Yep.
That's when you know the game has a problem of unbalancing because this gold shit is a problem.
Both these are useless because they got too many flat substats. One's worth the gamble, but these got 2, and I'm not gambling.
I can't wrap my head around. You been farming for an hour, didn't get an epic 85 drop, but yet you go in the secret shop, you finally see an epic 85 good gear, and you cannot get it just because of the gold problem in this fucking game.
And now here's my ultimate. I need this to go into defense. Oh, rip. I need this to go into defense, boys. Wait, that's not the right one. Yeah, it is the right one. All right, here we go. We need this to go into defense.
And
they need to get at least one day on a daily
basis.
And look
how much gold that costs.
Rip the tilt. Rip the tilt. This one good? Oh, that one's a good. I'm gonna hang on to that one.
You ran into flat attack and speed.
That one's pretty. Well, no, that's only 41. I'm not gonna keep that. That's garbage. But yeah, I gotta work on that helmet some more. That sucks. It didn't go into defense one more time. Rip.
All right, I think I'm gonna go, guys.
Rip.
Yep. I've been ripped apart.
Thanks. It was an honor being on your stream, Josh. I'll catch you later.
Yeah, see you later. Thanks for coming, man.
Good talk,
Thank you for having me, bro.
Yeah, no problem.
I always loved your channel, man.
No problem. See you later.
Bye.
Goddamn, rip the dream on those.
And all of this
boots,
gear is
Josh.
garbage, isn't it?
Yeah.
Man, too many flat stats. Ugh.
Rip on those boots.
All trash, man. What's these ones look like? Ugh. Just junk, man. It's all
I've
good.
been looking
And that's what you
for.
have to go through. Come on, Smart. Yo, watching this video, Smart Gate, please balance out this game.
It's all a bunch of junk.
You know, they are watching. Well, they're watching to nerf shit.
Hey, thanks so much, Francisco.
But they're.
Look at that.
But they're
a half
not
a million gold. This is where you find yourself in a loop or not progressing in this game. He spent over 500. He spent half a million gold, and he didn't gain shit off for it. Look, perfect example.
Yep.
And then you got to do that with over 10 to 15 advice that you have in your roster, like, and that just with one gear, all that gold.
I need to take these off of her.
You know the game has a serious
I
problem with gold when
I'm
your
not
sky
using her
stones
anymore.
are higher than your gold.
And when you get the gear, you have to pay money to equip it and put it on the character again.
Yep.
After you spend all that money to enhance that.
You know, it's a serious problem when my sky stones is higher than my gold.
What I'm trying to get right now is when I start getting out to do the other hunt, I need to get a Unity necklace that has crit damage main stat. That's
Josh,
really what I really want for Turner Guard.
Give up on the queen. Give up on the queen and just keep doing wyvern. Because, bruh, how they make the queen so difficult is insane.
Those aren't bad. Well, no, there's a flat.
It's not worth it. Doing hunt is really not worth it. I mean, you might get lucky and craft something that's useful, but the drop is worse now because they added so much bullshit.
If they would add necklaces and rings to the actual sanctuary, that'd be great.
Yep.
That would be the must.
Speed 7, not bad.
Just
because they added
into the sanctuary, and we good to go. We all good. But no, they don't want to do that. They lied to us.
I'm not gonna have enough.
Time after time after time. They say, "Oh, we're gonna fix this. Oh, we're gonna put this inside. Oh, we're gonna bring quality of life changes." But the shit isn't working because you say these things, and when it's actually gonna happen next year from now, I may quit the game. I may find something else that's better than Epic 7.
I got so much gear to level up.
Waiting for y'all dumbasses to like fix this game.
I mean, some people are already kind of diverting to other games. Like my guildmates, they're playing Brown Dust now because they don't have enough stamina or they're just tired of Epic 7. Yeah. I'm not too into it, but people are already kind of like moving on to different games.
And this what Smartgate forcing upon themselves. It's like I feel like they trying to kill the game because they don't make what they done supposed to make. Now they don't want to put in the work, so they trying to kill the game off. Because I don't see a reason for a game to push their players away from playing.
Damn, didn't go into speed.
Yeah, you don't feel any progression. Like even if you grind like entire full day, the progression in the game is so minuscule that you can't. It's just like, tiring.
It's crazy, indeed. Yep.
Leo, you still haven't replied back to me inside in the Discord.
I'm sorry, what?
Look at my message.
Almost ready.
Supposedly they have a year's full of content already prepared.
Yeah, but they taking so long to release it. It's like, what are you doing? Don't give us another OP banner. Give us some content, please. And they down there made some of these hunt bosses nearly impossible to beat unless you're fully.
I didn't have the gold resi. I wouldn't even have had enough time to get the gold before it ran out, sadly.
Couldn't you buy penguins and sell it?
The one-star penguins?
I spent
I don't have
10,000 leaves.
Oh, I don't have enough stigma.
Just to buy. Yeah.
Yeah,
just to buy one gear. I spent 10,000 leaves to buy one gear off the shop by buying a bunch of penguins.
This is my work in this is my work in progress Wyvern 11 team right here. Turner Guard needs a little bit more work because I just started gearing them up like literally yesterday, and I'm still trying to max out the gear for Tywin because Tywin will be around 2,000 defense, 13,000 HP when I'm done with him.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't run Angelica because she's totally not geared up at all. So I'm just got to stick with.
Yeah, I was gonna
Gamma.
ask if you had Angelica already.
Could you try?
Yeah, I've got her. I
run
just
a-
she's not
and
skilled
do
up, or she's only got her S3 cooldown, but that's about it. She doesn't have no gear. She's not 6-starred yet. She's not even 5th awakened. Like she needs so much work.
Josh,
What's that?
Did you try try auto run on Wyvern 11?
Yeah, I can get the boss down to like 10-15% consistently, but it's just not quite enough because the issue I'm having is Tamarine. Every time she takes her turn, she's giving Wyvern 11 that 10% combat readiness, and it kind of fucks things up.
I wanted to use my haste to reduce the damage he put on Angelica, but that that 10% combat readiness is really big, man. Like that's so stupid.
What really sucks is on the only good thing about it is on when Tamarine goes idle and then she uses her S2 off of idle, she gains that like 30% plus combat readiness, because Wyvern actually gains 20% on that because he gets 10% at the end of each of her turns, and since she gets to take 2 turns in a row when she goes idle, that gives him 20% and she knocks him back with 30%. So
when Terran God,
it's the only time it's good.
He increases combat readiness. So if you could get your Terran God to keep procking.
Yeah, that's why I need to be able to farm the other, but I don't have any AoE units, so farming the new hunt like 9, 10, and 11 is really difficult for me at the moment. I can beat 9, but I can't beat 10 and 11 yet. And I want to farm for Unity gear so I can go full Unity with Terran Guard, because then he'll proc a lot more often.
That's where he procs every single turn. Because you know why? Because if he keep procking,
that's 25% combat readiness for the whole team. Yep.
Yep. You won't even need to speed on your tank, because I mean, basically, let me speak from my perspective, because I use an Angelica as a tank, and she has 12k defense, and she have 16k health, but that still isn't enough. So I need a combat readiness to keep boosting. So if I go full Unity set on
nice Francisco
on Terran Guard, eventually I'm gonna be faster than the Wyvern. So that's why we gonna have to like try to farm the Queen for a bit more. And get those Unity. So even if they have shitty stats, I would still throw it on Terran Guard because he's in the back.
Well, what I'm trying to do with Terran Guard is I'm trying to get him to the point where he's got about 3,000 plus attack and he's got about 200% plus combat readiness with some pretty good crit hit chance. But that way, with when I get a second Daydream Joker build up to 30, him and Luna should be able to beat him out pretty quick, because then it becomes like a race to DPS.
He really don't need to be that high. Like even if you throw trash immunity set on him, he's still gonna proc more often than he should.
You don't need a good gear for TG. Just use a triple.
A triple what?
Triple Unity set.
Triple what? Unity. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to build up for him.
Yeah. You don't need high tech on TG.
Because I don't even have any skill ups on my S1 on Terran Guard either, which I know he's gonna need some at least. Get him up to 75%.
Do not waste all your resources building up Terran Guard, because he's a backliner. Just have his effectiveness at 70% and just go full Unity. That's all you need. You don't even need to do nothing else with him. You only want him to defense break and boost.
The issue I have is I have to race out DPS him before he kills my Tywin, because remember, I'm running Tamarine, so he's getting that free combat readiness every turn. So he's attacking my Tywin more often.
As an ice unit,
until I build up Angelica. Yeah, that's the problem though. I don't have Angelica built up at all, and I'm completely out of Muligoras, and I have no gear, so it's taking a while.
Oh my god. You were supposed to work on that Angelica when you had the chance.
I built up Tamarine though, because Tamarine is like better in 99% of the rest of the game. So
better. I mean, that's for Wyvern.
It just sucks.
Our main focus in the Discord is to get level 85 speed gear from Wyvern. So I would have just built Angelica over Tamarine just until I could start farming for better gear for them.
What I'm planning on doing, Resi, is I'm gonna try and doing Wyvern 11 again, but after I get my Tywin to max gear, that way I know he's gonna have enough defense and HP to hold back the Wyvern enough to do enough damage. Hopefully with just Luna by herself, because I got Luna's S1 and S3 completely maxed out. and she's got
It's
like
so
over
funny.
3k attack, whatever, and I think over 230%
Angelica.
critical damage. I think so. She's good in DPS. Cause look, I'll show you guys. I'll do Wyvern 11 real quick. I'll show you kind of where I go here. It's not good because I'll show you what happens. And that's,
Yeah, I think Wyvern 11 you need mono team, mono eyes.
because the problem, well, another issue you got to have is your Terran guard needs to be able to survive the first wave, because the first wave can actually hit him and kill him if he's not geared up enough. If he gets hit hard enough, he can just die, and then it ruins the whole thing. So I'm definitely got to invest a little bit into him. Because I guess that's the advantage that you would have over Angelica. I guess Angelica can give you that first turn barrier and then protect Terran guard from lethal damage.
And on top of that,
But I don't have her built up yet, so
I using Kisei, Luna, Angelica, and Terna Guard. But the problem is, I could auto Wyvern 11, but it's just that I just need 3 more K HP on my Angelica, and I'm good to go. Like, I don't need nothing else. The thing is, I'm stuck because I don't have the resources to get it at 3 more K.
Hey Josh, can you help me review my account? I have a hard time to run Wyvern 11.
What's your comp? You can send a screenshot in the Discord.
dude, look how much damage he takes with one hit from Wyvern. Almost a third of his health already gone.
Oh my god, my Angelica isn't even that bad.
Huh?
My Angelica doesn't take as much damage.
That's because my, as you guys saw, my gear still needs a lot of leveling up for Tywin to get to where he needs to be. See, this is going to give him 20% combat readiness, but I'm going to knock him back slightly. But it's not enough, you see? Look, he jumps right back to the front. So that is the major problem with running Tamarine and Wyvern 11 Hunt that I'm having. Is he's getting he's able to attack way too often.
You see how high the Wyvern 11 combat readiness, how high his effectiveness is? His effect resistance? That gotta be at 95%.
And there goes Tywin, he's about to die. And I still haven't gotten one defense break off with Terran Guard, unfortunately.
Yep. His effectiveness is too high.
70%. His effect resistance, I believe, is 70%.
Let
me look. Yeah, 70%.
Yeah, I would build what's this Terran Guard straight up 80% effectiveness. That's where he lands every single turn. And then put some motor guards in this S1 to get it to 75.
Because, I mean, you guys can clearly see, even without defense breaks, Luna can do enough damage to kill him by herself. It's just he's getting he's getting way too many attacks off because Tamarine is giving him free combat readiness. And it's kind of fucking my whole thing up. Yep.
That's the problem. I'm in the same boat as you. It's just that I need more HP and I'm good.
But if we actually look at my heroes, though, I'll show you that I can probably rectify a little bit of that problem by, I mean, look at this gear. I have I have that epic ring, oath ring, only sitting at +5. That will go up to, I believe, what, 55% defense. So, I mean, that's going to be another 35% defense there. This can go up to 60%, so I'll have another 17% there. And this can go up to 50 as well.
Roland, you got some health rolls because that'll be a shaft.
Hey, what's up, Kaido? So, I mean, if you look at my Tywin, the way I have him built now, and I know a lot of you are probably wondering, why are you running crit? Well, I was running this crit gear because it has high defense substat percentages, which you can see here. I'm getting like 22% from that, which I'm kind of a little disappointed that defense, it didn't go into defense again, but whatever. So his effectiveness is 54% right now. His effect resistance is 37%. So he's good there. He kind of can get around the poisons for the most part. But I just got to pretty much just level this gear up. I mean, it's pretty much all I got to do. Because, I mean, I'm getting defense. This is offering some health and resistance.
It's so funny if I want to use my Angelica with Water Argent, I would have to lower her HP because it's too high. And it's so stupid.
That's so I scratch water origins off of my list. I'ma just use rod and give a higher
You know what? I
HP
can do
because
raid.
of defense.
I'll do a raid run before we get out of here.
Yeah.
I forgot I had raids to do today. Get some more. Level up that ring some more. Let's see, where are we at on raid today?
Yeah, but I hope Smartgate sees this video and take this into consideration on how much problems this game has and the amount of balancing they need to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know they watch your video, Josh.
I hope so. All right, let's take this team in.
They just won't put you on the list.
It happens. I forget where I'm going. Oh yeah, I'm
Everybody
going down.
else get paid in hush money.
Pretty much. Keep it under wraps. Shh. All right. So work my way to the raid boss here. Oh, let's see. They need to change the AI in raid. Did you ever notice in the raid, the AI always wants to attack the freaking cocoons first half the time? And it's like they just die, resurrect, and then you do it again. Same thing triggers me when I'm trying to farm Dark Altar. It's always attacking the back Necromancer, always brings it back.
But you could keep it in auto, but just click on the minions you want to destroy.
Mm-hmm.
You ever tried it that way?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes if I'm really like paying attention, I'll just click to make sure it always attacks the monsters first.
Okay.
But usually I don't care. I just let it go, do its own thing.
No, I just want get in there and get out, so I manual it. Goddamn Charles. OP, man.
Charles is amazing. He's probably one of my favorite characters in the game. He's just so in PvP Guild Wars, he saves my life so many times because he pretty much counters some of the stronger, more annoying units in the game right now, like Luna, for example, DN, Craw, Angelica, especially Angelica.
That 50% defeat in attack is big.
Mm-hmm.
So yep. And then you have him equipped with that broken ass artifact. That give him dual attack, so that and a chance to proc his S2 onto the S1 is pretty insane.
Mm-hmm. Very strong. Very, very strong.
Yeah, but the reason why I didn't pull for him is because I have Assyria and I have Violet, so they basically has the same skills. It's just that you're using 2 more units to get the skill Charles is.
Makes sense. And guys, keep in mind, if you guys are watching this, I'm probably gonna make a separate video, but this account has less than 30 days investment on it. So this account is still very, very new for the most part. Just several hours a day, hardcore grinding.
Damn. Leo, sounds like I gotta build up my C dominant now. I just gotta put better gear on her. She's already levels.
I think this account's on day 24. Yeah, we're on day 24.
I gotta take out the queen, man.
What's that?
I gotta put better gears on my C dominant to take out the queen one shot.
Take out the queen one shot.
Yes, I'm a one shot her ass. That's what Leo's
Welcome
doing,
back,
so
Easy.
I gotta Josh, build up your C dominant, bro.
Yeah, I will eventually.
Yeah,
just too many units up, too many units, too many things I need to do. Too little time, too little stamina, too little gold.
But I'm saying if you wanna farm the queen and really ignore those goddamn annoying minions, C dom is the way to go. Good luck for you, Leo. I'm happy. But I'm glad I get it at level 60 though. I just gotta put gear on her.
Bellona makes life easy. If you have Bellona, she's so good for the queen. She makes life easy. Any boss that has minions that are a pain in the butt to deal with, she's just so good. That AoE defense break, proccing S1 and S3. I mean, she just does so many things.
Yeah, Easy. Don't come to Epic 7. It's too late for you.
'Tis the way, my lads. There we
I'm still
go.
mad at you. I'm still mad at you, Easy, for tilting me in the tournament for Duel Links back then. You cheated me.
Makes sense. I misclicked there, by the way. I clicked the Guardian for no reason at all. For some reason, I thought I was on the boss stage. I don't know why. I'm sitting there like, wait, I didn't know the boss was called a flying troop. When did that happen? Was that a patch note update I missed? Rip.
God damn it, Shadow Rose is so good.
My Shadow Rose is so underdeveloped on equipment.
Hey, I got Litica, so I'm not too worried. I just greatly target the boss.
I got Litica too. I gotta build her up.
D, I put my screenshot in general chat. Just wait. It's my Wyvern team, but I have a hard time to run Wyvern 11. I don't know. Maybe you guys can help me.
Hey, what's up, Bubba? Oh, your favorite podcast? Nice. Yeah, we kind of like completely went off subject of what the video was about, but I figured I'd give you guys some gameplay here at the end since you've been waiting around watching me farm Wyvern enough for the day. So just do a little bit of gameplay here before we get out of here. I haven't streamed that much recently, so hey, why not? Let's have a long stream, right?
Long as everybody enjoyed the stream, Josh, is that.
Oh yeah, we definitely talked about a lot of different things, a lot of things that the game could do improvements wise. I mean, we're sitting at 2 hours. I only want to go for an hour, so I mean, I was having fun. So that was cool. It's all good.
Me as well.
It's all good. We're closing in on that boss. I'm gonna be sitting at like 11, yeah, or 10. Yeah, I'm probably gonna be at 10 or 11.
Easy. You cheated me, Easy. You went for Cyber Angels against a Sylvan Death.
Yep, indeed it is, Dennis. Indeed it is. I would suggest if they make auto loot as well in auto mode, then we can grind while doing other stuff instead of keep looking and pressing our phone. Yeah, I mean, being able to just keep going until your stamina's gone would be great as well. But only do that after they give us stamina. Give us stamina first.
Josh, if they do something like that, then people will sleep with their phone on charge.
Hey, man. Gotta do what we gotta do, man. Gotta get our grind on.
Don't be like Sion.
Look at Charles going in. He don't care. Alright. Time to go to some campfire. I wonder if these characters sit around the campfire asking themselves, why don't we have stamina or gold? Shadow Rose doesn't like this. She's like, no, don't give me sad memory.
Criticism is always the worst.
There we go. Dream. It is time to dream. You know what? I was supposed to use advice there. Now I feel a little retarded. I was totally supposed to use advice there with Shadow Rose. I messed that up, but it's okay. We're still at plus 20. Alright. Do I need any more HP on Shadow Rose? And it looks like I did. Alright, let's turn auto off. Let's fight this damn cocoon. Ugly looking thing. Alright.
Yo, I literally one-shotted the worm. Yeah, I one-shotted this. But see, Dom.
Kinda just want to save that for the moment. Oh, I resisted it, obviously. Of course it did. Nobody needs healed, so... 5, if I burn that, I mean, I'll get a lot back. Like, what's the cooldown right now on you? Okay, 5 turns for that, 1 for that, 2, okay. Let's pop it. Let's pop it. We'll get souls back in time, so that would be good.
Yeah, it was tilted easy.
Rip. Alright. We'll save that for when the crap comes out. He's gonna proc it. Yep. Nice. Alright. So we can't
Yeah, I
defense break.
remember.
There we go. Defense break finally.
Did you what? What game you downloaded? Easy.
Hmm?
Yeah, those dual rooms used to be fun.
Alright.
Josh, you gonna have to work on a playlist for these types of screams though.
Well, I got my the music playlist. I just haven't done it yet in a while. All right, there we go.
I got a good playlist for you if you want to use a playlist.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Push them back.
Okay, easy. So once you join the Epic 7 chat, we could be able to help you out. But just remember, you're free to play, so I don't think we could go so far with you. Nah, is there doesn't have to worry to be being in the.
Wait, what?
You get a new member to Epic 7.
Okay.
We have a new member.
Alright.
Wow, little sliver of HP, unbelievable. Yeah, decrease my combat readiness. That's great, thanks.
They don't decrease it. They send you straight back to the main line.
Oh, nice dual attack, Luna. And the proc. Charles, you are a beast. Charles is the man.
You kind of making me want to poof him now.
Charles is amazing. I love Charles. A lot of people don't like him because the way he looks. I just like him. He's so good.
Bruh, his design is crazy. I don't know what people are talking about. They think everything's supposed to be waifu. You get those husbandos in there.
There you go. He's gonna. Oh no, he didn't hatch yet. I gotta wait. Gotta wait a little bit. 2 more turns from the hatch because I'm not gonna kill him in time. So I'm just gonna go and let him hatch, and then I'll kill him for the final time. We'll use
this worm as your punching bag.
Yep, I'm out here doing target practice.
I wish I also just got able to send a meal.
Look at that! I just decreased the attack of something that doesn't attack. That's amazing.
Yo, easy. Everything is wrong with being free to play in this game. I'm just letting you know off the rip.
Alright, he's close to hatching, so I can kill him. That's why I'm saving up everybody's skills. Alright.
Yeah, Josh, I see you pull a goddamn tamarine on a daily.
Yep.
I was a bit salty.
Yeah, she's got a dupe in her. Tamarine does.
I don't if I 6-star unit and I pull another dupe, I'm gonna use that for another unit. I don't even care about the devotion. If it ain't S, if it can't get me triple S, then I don't care.
Makes sense.
I fought it a haste and I fought it a Eufeme.
Keeps resisting me, Nani?
It hurt my soul, but I did it.
The resistance is strong with this one. It's all powerful. Alright, let's see if we can push this guy back, get a little more cheap damage in here.
I sure he remember that game easy. But I used Haziest, and he was triggered because Josh said I draw the god hand. Like I had everything. I had.
Look at that damage. Did you guys just see what Charles, man? That boy is a beast.
Damn. So Josh, what about Lynn? We're not gonna get into that no more.
I have no idea when I'm done with that yet. I haven't looked into it. I know it's out. I just haven't looked into it yet.
Yeah. I'm gonna wait for what's the next game called?
GG. All right, let's see where else I can walk. I can go back here, start walking to the right, so I can start working on these ones as well.
Over here, Josh.
So I can go to -30. What's up?
I don't think I'm gonna wait for overhit. I don't think it's gonna come to global, but I'm gonna still try to wait. I'm gonna give it a month.
Hey man, might never know.
See, you should. We take a look at overhit, and now we don't even want to download Lin.
That's what happened.
Josh, where can I put my screenshot of my hero?
You can post it right there in the Epic 7 Discord channel here on the Discord server. You can just
what exactly the channel is?
The channel is called Epic 7. Just look on the left side of Discord until you see a channel called Epic 7. Go in there, and that's where all the Epic 7 stuff goes. And you can just go ahead and put your picture right in there.
Okay.
Yep.
Come on, we need to see those drops on those gear, Josh.
Yeah. It's gonna be bad. I know it's gonna be terrible. Yo, what's up, Ryza? What's up, man? Stop with flirting, Charles. I love Charles, man. He's amazing. I can't help it.
Oh, bad news for you, Easy. You cannot.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can't get Luna right now because she was a limited character.
Okay, I already uploaded. Currently, I'm running Angelica as a tank, but when she does took 3 hits, that's 50% HP. That's
what's her HP and defense?
I already post my.
This Angelica is pretty good, but she need more help.
Yeah, I'm not looking. I'm not looking at the Discord at the moment, so you have to tell me.
She's at 12K health.
12K health and how much defense?
1.4.
So 1.4K. All right. What artifact are you running?
He's running candlestick.
Candlestick.
Candlestick. Okay. What all artifacts do you have? Do you have Rod, Shamadra's Staff, or Idol's Chair?
I have Rod. I have Rod.
You have Rod of Amaryllis? Okay. Yep. Because the problem with Candlestick is it's not the fact that Angelica is not healing fast enough. It's the fact that she's not healing enough when she does heal. So if you can run Rod, that would be great because then she's going to increase her own healing on herself, I think. I do believe, yeah.
Chair, you would have boosted combat readiness, but I want that artifact for
because I think your defense is fine. Your HP is a little bit on the low end. I mean, I think a lot of people recommend for Wyvern 11 to have like maybe around 14, 15k HP. So I don't know if your gear's maxed out or not. If you can push that HP up a little bit, I would say to use Water's Origin, but the problem is I don't know if it's gonna proc with that defense being that high. But then again, you said if you take 3 hits, your HP is almost halfway down. So maybe Water Origin might work for you.
No, but it's 8. Okay, in this current, he has 12k HP, so Water Origins will proc for him.
Okay.
It doesn't scale off the defense, so he could run Water Origins. But if it's Angelica at 15k HP, Water Origins is useless. I would run like Candlestick or Idle Chair or Rod.
Idle's Chair would definitely be the best because you're literally just gonna keep blowing up the Wyvern with Luna, or whoever your highest DPSer is. But yeah, Water Origin might work for you if you're taking that much HP damage right now. Water Origin could work for you if you have it.
But
if you don't have it, run Rod, and try and get her HP up a little bit higher.
Yeah, he Lona has to be, and not Lona, Angelica has to be.
Yeah, sure, Ryza. Yeah, I can show you. Mine's not the greatest because I took the 85 lifesteal set off him and gave him attack gear for now. But I plan on changing them up a little bit more in the future. I still feel that lifesteal was probably the best gear set for Charles because of the fact he can proc his S1 into his S2 and basically get that double stacked healing, which is nice. Plus, with his, if you have Ritual Sword, he can counterattack quite often, which additionally keeps letting him heal. The problem is, though, my Luna really needed that gear. So,
wow.
I gave him attack gear for now, but Lifesteal is definitely much better. Wow, I'm at minus 26. I think this is going to be the end of the line for us, ladies and gentlemen. This next fight will pretty much put us in the hole.
We need to see those gear. We need to see the gear, Josh, before you go.
I just want to get as close as I possibly can to the next boss fight, so I'm ready to go for next time.
Josh, years from now, you're gonna get one shot at.
Yeah, I'm going to get one shot at minus 30. I just want to walk as far as physically possible, though, because it saves for the next trip. Oh, my God, Charles. Luna. I like how they didn't. That's funny. Yep, just kill me. Yeah, when you get the minus 30, you're pretty much a goner in raid. But luckily, we got this nice little thing here, free retry.
Yeah.
Now we can go ahead
I still don't do that shit. I just go.
All right, let's see. I don't know how many I've saved up because I already used 10 before to get the Unity necklace from here. I don't know how many I've saved up since then. Oh yeah, I'm back up to 3. So not too much. The problem is though, all this gear, I don't even care about it anymore. At this point, I'm just gonna probably keep buying the gift or the charms. And to be honest, since I'm still trying to farm, since I'm still, I don't need these artifacts, but since I'm still trying to farm up Wyvern 11 and I'm really hurting for charms right now, I'm gonna go ahead and buy this epic ring charm, because honestly, the 200,000 gold in the Sky Stones, the RNG on getting those is pretty bad. So I could get screwed and just get, I don't know. I mean, the Mulagora seed is really good. But there's 5 different things I could, or 6 different things I can get screwed by. So I'm not going to take that gamble right now. This is what I need for the account personally. I'm going with the ring. What's that? What's that?
I would recommend keep getting the Unity necklace.
I already got the Unity. I already got this necklace.
You could use it on other characters.
I know, but there's no point getting 67 Unity necklace now when I can just get it from Hunt at 70 plus. So there's just no point. So I'm just gonna go for the ring. I need the ring more than anything else right now for my Tywin for Hunt. So I'm just gonna do that and get out of here and see what we get. Probably gonna get shafted. Whew. If I can get a Unity necklace with critical hit damage though, that'd be great. Hey, it's a Galaxy bookmark, boy. Woo!
What stats you looking for?
All right, what did we get here? Critical hit chance, effectiveness, critical hit damage. If I got attack on that, that would be pretty nice for Ken. If I get an attack on that, it'd be really good for Ken.
That's a shaft, Josh. That right there is a shaft.
Well, I mean, a Galaxy bookmark, I'll take it, I guess. Hey, that sucks. Hey, look, it's a Ken ring. I'm just joking. I don't need a ring for Ken. The typical shaft, man. You know how it is. But somebody wanted to see my Charles. Like I said, Charles is just rocking 70 attack gear for the moment. I plan on upgrading him back to lifesteal gear at some point when I get better gear for Luna. So my Charles right now is sitting at 3,100 plus attack, 10,000 defense.
He's not in the game.
Pretty good defense.
The only way you could get a Luna is
I got a broken set, by the way, if you haven't noticed.
With Luna on it. So rep to that.
This is a very good critical hit damage necklace. If I can get speed or critical hit chance to fall on the 4 substat, oh my goodness, that's going to be a good necklace for a little while. Even though it's only a 55 heroic, still very good. But as you can see, I don't really have anything to swap out for Charles right now, so he's running a broken set. So when I get a better, something to replace the necklace and the ring, then we'll be better off. But, this is what he's rocking for now. My cat wakes me up. Well, what's up, Marion? How's it going, my boy? All right, so we need to go to the shop real quick because I need to buy a ring charm. All right, we got anything in here? No, I don't know what I'm doing in there. Get down here. Friendship. Just make sure I collected everything today. I can't remember half the time. All right, greater ring charm. We'll grab that. Grab the lesser one as well. Let's see how much defense we can push into our Tywin before we get out of here. I don't even know if I have enough gold to use all this yet. Let's see what happens. All right, so I'm hoping this goes into HP. HP, effect resistance, or speed. I really do not care about critical hit chance at all for Tywin. He's not in there for defense. He's literally in there just to be a wall. So let's just do the first charm first and cross our fingers that goes in HP.
My fingers are crossed for you,
I love this game. I love this game. I love this game.
You went into critical.
Oh my god! Oh.
Oh wow.
Oh, my soul. My soul. I have 2 chances left for that to go into something useful. Oh, my soul hurts. Oh, my soul hurts. I have to wait a little bit to get that up to 11, but oh, my soul hurts.
Yep. This is the problem where again needs balancing everybody.
All I needed, I just needed it to go into HP one time. Just one more time would have been perfect.
Look how much layers he had to go through in order to get a good substat, and it still didn't roll into a good substat.
I mean, thankfully though, with the calculations I did, I'm not banking on that going to HP, so it's not like a life or death situation on if it's going to be good or not. It was just, it would have been a nice added bonus to my HP though. It would have been really nice to have that, but I mean, whatever.
Hey, but at least
it is what it is.
Up to plus 40, so you could get the defenses up to 50%, so you're good.
But at the very least, though, my defense is getting up there pretty high. He's almost at 1,700 now. Yeah. And like I said, when I max this out, this will be at 1,200 HP, so that'll be almost another 300. If I get my defense to go up on that.
You want to see your Luna before you go.
Who wants to see my Luna?
Okay,
yeah, here's my Luna. She is still, I'm still working on her gear as well. I still got to max out the 85 ring, which wants to go into effectiveness for some reason. Already did this. One of the HP for some reason. The boots.
Why is your Luna at 28K? I mean 2,800.
Because my ring isn't leveled up to 60,000 yet, or 60%. Okay. So I'm missing 24% attack from that, which is going to bring her up to 3K. I still haven't 6-star awakened her yet because I don't have the epic catalyst, sadly. And I still have to work on this. This, I don't know what's going to go with this helmet yet. It could go many different directions. I want it to go into critical hit damage really bad, and I want to pull an attack percentage substat and speed. Or critical hit chance in attack. That would be the perfect helmet for me if it goes that way. I don't think it's going to go that way. This helmet will probably be replaced in the future. But for now, it's there because it's okay as is. I still got a 15 this as well, so she's probably going to end up somewhere around the 60k plus mark when all said and done, and a little over 3,000, maybe 3,100 attack. We'll see, but her critical hit damage is pretty nice. I like where it's at, and her critical hit chance is close to where I want it to be as well, because right now with her skill enhancements on her S2, she's getting 23%. So 23 plus the 68 is taking her a little over 90%, which is perfect. We just need to get that critical hit chance up just a bit more, roughly around 74-75% chance, and I'd be good to go for pretty much all content. Her effectiveness at 69% is really nice too to get that S3 off. But yeah, she's got plus 12 on her skill enhancement, so we won pretty hard on her. But yeah, so she's going to be one of those units I want to definitely 6-star awaken. Now Lidica down here is actually going to be getting a big boost soon, because soon as Fire Altar opens up again on the weekend, I'm going to finish getting her epic runes, and then I'm going to 6-star awaken her. I already have the epic catalyst, so she's going to be getting that 6% attack. Plus her whole right side gear is garbage, but her left side gear is amazing. Look at this helmet. I'm sorry, this sword. Look at that speed on that sword, guys. Absolutely phenomenal. I got 11 speed off of that sword. I'm getting 9 speed off of the helmet. I would love for that to go into attack percentage as well, by the way. And she's getting 3 speed from the armor, which I could continue to get speed into that. But her other stats are pretty good. Defense, effectiveness, critical hit damage isn't really something I really care about. But hey,
Josh.
Yo.
You need more effectiveness and more crit.
Oh, I'll get more effectiveness when I get some better right side gear.
I think crit damage. Crit is good because Luna is S2, okay? Max is her S2, and then you go for crit damage. That will be good damage.
Yeah, but crit damage make her effects on a scale hit more frequently.
Yeah, she can hit hard. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely would build her attack. The problem is, cause see, let's see, is it this one? Which one is it? So this is what I really want to put on Lidica, right here, at some point somehow. But I don't know if I'll be able to squeeze it on her because it's critical and she really needs hit. And unless I get some good second critical gear and speed gear that's good effectiveness, I don't know if I'll be able to swing that. But the problem is, if you notice, my Lidica's lacking critical hit chance.
Your Luna weapon. What speed do you have?
My Luna? Oh, my Luna's speed is like 127.
No, I mean the weapon. The weapon. You say she have 11 speed, yes?
Oh, on my Lidica.
Oh, your Luna.
Oh, my Luna doesn't have speed on her helmet, I don't think. No, it's got 4. It's got 4.
Yeah,
for speed on weapon.
Yeah, it all went into most of that went into health, sadly.
So yeah, Syria's on speed attack. On speed.
Isaria's speed's okay. It's at 174. She's rocking mostly the 71 gear. She's got these boots on, 35 boots with all those substats, and this here, 17% defense. Which honestly, depending on how this rolls, I might actually take this critical armor off of her because of the high defense and put it actually on my where'd he go? My Tywin, because my Tywin's critical armor is only at 10% defense right now. But he's got that 10% health too, so it kind of makes it hard for me to take this off because literally all 4 of these substats are good for Tywin, like all 4 of them. And it's only a +9. So I still have 3 more rolls for this to go into HP or defense. So honestly, this gear might not be moving, but we'll see how it all goes down. But yeah, so I mean, but really the goal with Tywin to do Wyvern 11 effectively is to get his HP up to around 12, 13k, preferably 13k, and 2,000 defense.
The 508 sky stones are almost higher than your gold.
Yep, I've almost got more sky stones than gold. Yep.
That's the problem.
It is indeed. And then my Shadow Rose, obviously she needs some work. Her speed's not nowhere near 200 like I need it to be. But, you know, she's got some gear here that needs some work. You know, I'm still working on this too. If this goes in HP, if this goes into speed, that would be nice. Because this is like, so far, this is a perfect sword for Shadow Rose. It's got effectiveness, speed, and health. So if that rolls into, I guess, attack, or critical hit chance, or critical damage, or whatever, honestly, it doesn't matter. Effect resistance actually would probably be the best, because I don't need attack, and you can't get defense on swords, obviously. So, you know, I would take, honestly, I would probably take effect resistance here, to be honest. Yep, I'd probably take effect resistance on that, and of course, we got this here.
You're funny. I deleted
Yeah,
that game.
about the artifact, the new artifact from Lidica, Sword of Jasmine, yes? I think that's a good artifact, man, because I use it in my carries, and then I beat, you know, Abyss with Roman boss. I think 83, 84.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I use S3, and then I attack with basic attack, and it proc. So Roman have 6 stack of poison buff, and then I repeat again, proc again. So totally 12 stack. He dead into 2 turn. That's crazy, man.
Makes
Josh,
sense.
I'm gonna need those. I might need those Angelica books from you.
Man, like I just got a lot of weird broken gear on Angelica right now. She's just kind of just chilling with like nothing. But look at this sword. Tell me that's not amazing for a Soul Weaver that wants HP.
Damn. Oh, mine's rolling to 25% HP on my sword.
So I got one more
Sucks
roll
that.
left. If it goes in a speed or HP, that would be ideal. Otherwise,
But
I'd
you
have
want
no idea.
it should roll into speed though. I always okay with speed. If I was to get shafted.
Then this is here. I mean, critical hit chance ain't doing her no good, but everything else is pretty decent. And no HP on the helmet, sadly. So I'm just missing a lot of pieces here, and she's just rocking the immunity set because it's all I had left to give her.
No easy. I'm good.
But this looks definitely more built towards putting on Ken. He's getting that high HP main percentage and that high attack percentage substat. That looks perfect for Ken, which I might actually move that to Ken at some point, maybe, because Ken right now is naked. I need to build him up and 6-star him one day.
The account is still there, but I uninstalled it from my device, and I'm never going
Challenger
back to
Dominiel needs work, obviously. Chaos Sect Axe has like nothing right now, even though he's plus 15 in skill tree. Kisei, I think, is just got boots. I mean,
Hey,
a lot of things here and there.
You need to build up that seed down for the queen, bro. We gotta go on. We gotta on that Leo trend.
Dude, I don't have AC Dam.
I got too many units to build up at once, man. That's the problem, really. That's the problem. I mean,
Leo,
look at
you're
his
about to
helmet.
Jump on your train, bro.
That helmet's
Useless in
99%.
Wyvern.
See, I got a helmet, or I got an armor that I might swap on Charles at some point, depending on how everything rolls. Where is it? Right here. We'll have to see what happens. It's got speed, health, effectiveness. Not sure what else I want that to roll into. Probably roll into critical hit chance or critical hit damage would be great. Because let's see what his critical hit chance right now is only 45, so I might like to get that a little bit higher. But I really want to build Lidica with really high attack and speed and critical hit damage. I want to build Charles with really high attack and critical hit damage. And I want to build Luna with really high attack and critical hit damage. So I have a lot of units that I really need to get critical hit damage, but we'll see what happens.
Before we get out of here, check GVG. See how is it going for
Oh
us?
yeah, let's check our guild wars against the Whale Korean Guild. Why not? I got reputation rewards, y'all.
I have one more attack to do, but I lost my main card team, so I'm gonna try to see what I could do later.
Let's see. Oh, rip. Oh, rip. All right. Hopefully we get a new event up here, because remember our other event.
I never skipped those.
Oh, what's this? Nani? I wasn't. What? Best Challenger Contest event. Let's check this out. Face off with martial artist Ken. Event for 14 days. Okay. What are we supposed to do? Daily mission. Gear up to challenge martial artist Ken by completing daily missions. I guess I've already completed everything. Yes, I have. Okay. What do I do now? Oh.
Click him. Click.
Daily missions can be found in the lobby rotation. Three Sisters Diary. Daily missions will be reset. Okay. All right, let's go and receive that free stamina.
God damn it. Where's us?
2 silver transmit stones. I'll take that. And a mole and a mega phantasmal. I take it those are the event tokens that we can use probably lower down here. Content mission with martial artist Ken. Defeat martial artist Ken and receive a victory reward. So right now I got four coins remaining. You will receive one of the gifts below if you win the challenge. Oh, please give me the Leafs. So each challenger win rates are the following: 1 coin spend 25%, 2 coins cartouche of 50%, 4 coins Ken 99%. Victory rewards will randomly yield one of the following: 100,000 gold, 2 Leafs, greater equipment charm, or a Giga Phantasm times 1. Okay. You can convert one of these for 10,000 gold, or you can convert them down here 15 and 30 for 1. They need to start giving us more than just 1 Moligora. Like, come on, bro. Choose a hero to challenge.
They ain't never gonna do that shit.
So who should I challenge then? It says Ken's 99% chance, Cartouche is 50 and spends 1, and it costs 1 coin for. I guess I can just use 4 coins and get Ken. It's 99% chance.
You said go with the Cartouche.
Or I can go with Ken 99%. I should go with Ken, right?
I'll go with Cartouche.
Just go with Ken every day, right?
It's up to you.
You got to do all these different things every day. Holy crap. All right. Well, I don't know if anybody's even seen it. I guess I'm going to go ahead and fight Ken. It says win rate 99%. Use 4. All right, let's do it. We're fighting Ken. Begin challenge with Ken. Are you ready? Yes, I am. This is weird. Ken versus the boss. Ken versus the boss.
Hey, we all know more.
That's it. Oh, that is so cheap, man. I thought it was actually gonna like get in there and fight, boy. Nani?
No, boy.
Yo, that is cheap, man. That is so cheap. So what'd I get out of that? Didn't even tell me what I won. Maybe it's in my gift box.
Yeah, it's in the gift box.
So
we got a lead.
All right. So why would anybody ever choose Sven or Cartuja? Why wouldn't you just choose Ken every day and get the guaranteed win?
RNG.
Because it looks like, because we got what, 14 days. Let me see. Let me go up here. Yeah, we got 14 days. If you do all your daily stuff like right here, you get 4 coins per day, it looks like. Yeah, you get 2, 3. Yeah, you get 4 coins per day. Which means you could use Martial Artist Ken every day. That's 4 a day. 14. You're going to get over 40 of these, and you only need 30 to get the... Yeah, that makes no sense.
Let's check out Guild Wars.
So I guess I just convert this for 40 gold. And when I've converted 15 of these, I get the Mulagora. When I converted 30, I get 30, I get the Mulagora. 15, I get the bookmark. So I guess I exchange this for 40,000 gold, right? This event's weird.
Yeah.
This is a very weird event. All right. All right. Let's see what all we got here. Okay, of course I won. Wait, no, I won 100,000 gold. All right, I'll take the gold all day long. I'll take these. I'll save the stamina for now. I'll use that maybe in a stream later this week. Keep that stamina just chilling for a moment. All right, not bad. Well, that's pretty much going to wrap up the stream for today, guys. I thank you all so much for being here. As always, if you're new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button.
Check the Guild Wars.
Oh, yeah, I got to check the Guild Wars first. Premature ejaculation, guys, here on stream. Let's go. Woo! Got my eyeballs. All right, let's see how we're doing against it in Whale Wars. Yeah, we're winning by a little over 500, guys. 521 points. Taking on these whales, man. Our fortresses are holding strong. Am I dead yet? I gotta find my... I think I'm on the second tower. Am I dead yet? Did they kill me? Did they finally get me? Out of my side account. They took me down. That was not a good day. I got screwed on my first fight today.
Oh,
with
I'm
that
still
one.
living. I'm still living.
No one's even... Where did I must have skipped where I was, sir. Where?
How much wins do I get on my tower?
Oh, I think I'm actually at the tower today. Yep, I got stuck at the tower today. Today was my turn at the tower, boy. Yeah, I got 3 wins today.
How much wins on my tower?
How many on your tower?
Yeah.
Let me take a look. Where'd you go, JR? Oh, you're in the second tower. You're down here. Yeah, you're right here. Failed attack and a draw. Failed defense. You got a successful defense 2 days ago. Not today, sir. If they attack you one more time, you're down. You're down for the count. No one attacked fort.
Wow.
Nobody's attacked fort
But
yet
my
today.
C-Dom isn't geared up, so they might get an easy win off my C-Dom.
Juju hasn't been touched today either. I think they're out of fights too. I think we pretty much won this. I think this pretty much wrapped this up. I love beating whale Korean guilds. It's always very satisfying. Have I pulled what? SBRA. What's that, John? SBRA. What's their stronghold guy look like? Bunch of 50s.
Thing is, Silver Braid Arminta.
Oh, Silver Blader. No, I haven't pulled any of the new ones, sadly. Nope. I haven't pulled anything from Mystic Metals. And I don't think I can do... I can't do
I got a dupe off Angelica. Rip.
Here, we'll do a YOLO single summon here on a Covenant Summer because we don't need Charles. Let's go. I need Bellona for the new hunt. Come on, man. I need AoV unit. Let's go. And before I would have... If I would have pulled her, I would have had a heart attack. I'd been like, what?
Cross our fingers for that Bellona, boy.
Yes, I got the overpowered Butcher Corpse Inquisitor. Ain't
Wow.
nothing can stop him except the delete button. Oh. All right, guys. So anyways, now this time, for real, I'm getting out of here. Hope you guys all had a good one here in the stream. I know the stream kind of took a different course here in the second half, but I think you all enjoyed that. I did. If you're new, as always, go ahead and subscribe for more in the comment section below. Go ahead and comment what you guys thought about all the topics we covered. If you guys are watching this video later and not live here, also like the video if you always did, and make sure you join us in the Discord in the description below. Until next time, you guys all have a great and wonderful day wherever you are. Until then, peace.